Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Happy Healthy Vegan weekly live stream. It's a couple minutes just shy of 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but everything checked out, all my little technological checks. Yeah, I had a few little snags, but I fixed them all. I'll just kind of budget that in time-wise. It'll be good to see everyone on already. So we'll just have a little 3-minute private kind of live stream until everyone starts coming more around 6 o'clock or so. But good to see y'all. And I hope you're feeling better, Peter. It says you got COVID again, but you are feeling better. All right, cool. Yeah, you're young and strong and shot, so you should be cool. And hey, Tracy, I want to let you know I talked to I guess it's your husband's friend or coworker or something like that today finally. So we had a nice chat. We were, remember he came on. If you guys don't remember, Tracy has a friend who is facing some potential legal trouble because she and her daughter are vegan. Like her ex-husband's trying to claim the vegan diet is just negligent and is complete nonsense. So hopefully it's all going to work out. We're going to talk to her. I'm going to talk to her attorney, point out some tidbits of information I think that need to be brought up. So anyway, Tracy, I'm gonna let you know. Thanks for bringing her to my attention, and we finally conversed, and it was a good conversation, and hopefully it'll actually go somewhere. Something will happen. Hey, Han Solo's cousin. Hello. I just saw you pop on there. Been a member for 5 months now. Gosh, I can't believe we started our channel memberships 5 months ago. Man, time sure flies. That's crazy. But anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for being all our happy fam here, Han Solo's cousin and Ono Antonio and Hardly 10 Man Adonis and Tracy and Peter. You guys don't get all the green letters next to your name, but you got the little badge next to you. You guys are blue because you're moderators, just like Streamlabs is a moderator too. But Streamlabs is a bot as opposed to a human like Peter. But yeah, thanks for the first super chat of the evening there, Han Solo's cousin. Thank you. And I couldn't agree with your sentiment more. I think I saw you make an Instagram post, right? Didn't you IG go vegan everyone earlier today? And I like that. So awesome. Keep spreading the vegan, just the true facts about vegans. I hate to say the vegan message. It sounds like it sounds kind of like we're all like the same person or something like that. But keep spreading true positive information about veganism, Han Solo's cousin, and everyone. That's what part of being veganism. Being vegan is, I think, it's a lifestyle. You don't exploit animals, but I think it's helpful to grow it. Since we all have the same goal, we want to see a different world in our not so distant future. And with people like Han Solo's cousin doing this at such a young age. And all of us collectively, we make a difference. Seriously, if you have one person that says, hey, I went vegan because of you, and they say that to you once a week, you get a new person. That's a lot of people, all of us added up collectively. Yeah, you did see I did see your post, and cool. Awesome. Let's see who else is here now. Vegan Metalhead, Dr. Bear, and Ono Antonio. Yeah, it's cool being part of the Happy Fam. And we'll work on another some more channel member only content soon. Angie was going to release what was the vlog? The one of us going to Laguna Beach where we went surfing. Last week, she was going to make that a channel member only vlog. And then we said, no, let's put this out for the everyone, the whole world. So anyway, we'll get some more channel members only stuff out. And let's see what I was going to say about channel. And we'll get another live stream scheduled soon too. Probably we'll do that after Halloween, because next Friday is going to be our last live stream before Halloween. Let's see if I dress up. What do you guys think? Should I dress up a little bit for the next Friday's live stream? Let me know down there. I've never done any kind of Halloween dressing up. I don't even know what dressing up means for me. I'm kind of limited in what I have, but maybe I'll dress kind of gothy. I remember that's something that people do sometimes on Halloween. I'll do my best to look like how I looked like in 1989 or something like that. I'll try my best. Hell yes. Not just a yes. Absolutely dress up. Awesome. Yes, animals are our friends, not food. In fact, I remember a bumper sticker a long time ago that said that. Hopefully they still make bumper stickers like that. Animals are friends. We don't eat our friends. Let all sentient beings live. Absolutely, Han Solo's cousin. Thanks for your positive words there, and thanks for the super chat tips there too. And oh, Peter, what did you say? Nick and Amy, the animal rights activists who were sentenced to serve 30 days of jail/prison time on the weekends, but still 30 days is 30 days. Let's see. Update on Nick and Peter. They were bail and they're granted or got bail and not in prison. Plus, some people in Vancouver interrupted the British Columbia SPCA gala event got on the news. Cool, and you're telling me they were like serving like animal products. They're serving meat or whatever, right? And they were trying to raise money to protect the animals. Yet simultaneously, they're serving dead animals who were apparently not that well protected by them to raise money. It just makes you scratch your head. Like, what the hell are you guys thinking there? I mean, if you're really gonna like try to put yourself guys out there, the SPCA as like an animal protection group. Seems like you would serve, at least meatless offerings, let alone just going full on vegan when you put food out there for people to eat. That's just mind blowing. Just like they can't really see. Like, we're thinking, well, we won't get enough donations if we don't have meat there. Then I don't know what to tell you. Like, what's more important, the almighty money or like protecting the animals that you have control over, the ones that are not going to be on the dinner or lunch plates there? Hey, love you too, Han Solo's cousin. Love you too. Hey, Johnny Bravo. Hey, thanks for the super chat tip there, Johnny, and thanks for the love you guys and make your body a garden, not a graveyard. What's that, Johnny? The 8-count push-up. Hello, Ryan. What's the 8-count push-up? I'm trying to imagine. Is that something from military training? When I do push-ups, I don't know. I don't count anything other than counting out the push-ups one at a time. But let me know what that is, Johnny. Let's see. Okay, people want me to dress up. Okay. Let's see. What else you guys saying? Maybe I'll dress up a little bit next Friday. Maybe I'll dress like I used to do, like when I go out to like music events in the 80s and stuff like that, or just when I'm chilling out, when it feels more gothy. No, Tracy, I didn't hear that. How did that come about? New York City hospitals now serve plant-based foods by default. You don't have to go out of your way to request it by default to patients. I wonder how that worked its way through. Was there's some kind of health like activists or the health department of New York City? I can't imagine how that worked through. I mean, that's amazing. I guess I got to go Google that story and check that out. Wow. That is amazing news. That's that Dr. Bear. Yeah, Tracy, that's great news. Amazing to me, that's not the default everywhere. I know, since pretty much all medical conditions aren't worsened by a plant-based diet, but many medical conditions are worsened by eating the normal foods they serve there. The cruelty foods. You'd think it would be cheaper for hospitals to serve whole plants like potatoes and legumes rather than buying expensive meat and dairy products, huh? Han Solo's cousin, everyone at your school knows you are vegan. Awesome. I can't imagine. What's that like, Jordan, being at your school? What do people what happens? I just can't imagine. Are people pretty cool about it? I imagine at a younger age now, people are more open-minded, say, than when I was your age. How about haters? Do you have any weird people? You're vegan? I just wonder if there's 14-year-olds that are already anti-vegan. Let me know. I'm really curious what it's like socially being a 14-year-old vegan, and everyone knows about it. That's cool. I assume you're proudly wearing your vegan shirts. Oh, Groundhog 11ist. You said the mayor was behind that. Oh yeah, isn't that right? Isn't there the mayor there like vegan or plant-based or something like that in New York? Let me know, guys. Yeah, I'm way out here in California. I just kind of see this stuff from afar, but let me know. Hey, Uncle's here. Awesome, Uncle. Awesome to see you, Uncle. I saw your videos you posted last couple days. Yeah, Rogan again. Rogan was actually kind of cool. He was just letting Rick Rubin just say crazy stuff. Even Joe seemed whoa, what were you eating, man? All carbs? What the hell were you eating, Rubin? Yeah, Peter. Yeah, a certain doctor who we won't mention his name, who lost his license for what was the exact wording on the official report? Negligence. Claims that apples are bad for you because he got a pain in his elbow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's proof right there. Yeah, some guy who lost his medical license ate an apple, hurt his elbow, didn't feel good after that. Yeah, apples debunked, huh? I mean, what more? That's like, what more solid science do you need than that? That's just like, forget textbooks and studies and biochemistry. Just, some guy says it hurt his elbow. Yeah, never eat apples again. Everyone, not just him, but everyone. He's proclaiming humans do not eat apples because my elbow hurt when I ate one. Everyone, know this. This is like supreme fact. Yeah, that guy has problems with evidence and evidence-based information. Okay, the mayor's not vegan, eats fish. So close enough. That's why I said vegan or plant-based, something like that. That's what plant-based, has that wiggle room. That's why I don't like to refer to myself as plant-based, because it could mean I eat fish. I mean, I'm plant-based, but I have a few other things too that are not exclusively plants. It's kind of a vague phrase, plant-based, which is good and bad. There's some pluses and minuses to having that kind of ambiguity with plant-based. It really literally means you are based on plants, primarily plants, but doesn't mean exclusively plants. Yeah, vegan or vegan diet, as far as referring to what you eat, yeah, there's no ambiguity there. Yeah, no fish, no dairy, no eggs. Wow, Uncle, when you were a kid, to get your tonsils out, the last meal before surgery was rabbit? Wow, I can't imagine hospitals serving rabbit in 2022, huh? Wow. Let's see, King Felix. Yes, New York City Mayor Eric Adams wrote a book on going plant-based and curing his own type 2 diabetes. Okay, Han Solo's cousin. I was asking you, what is it like? Because I have no idea. Yeah, you're educating us here. What's it like to be a 14-year-old vegan at school, and everyone knows you're vegan? Yeah. So you're saying there's a few people that are against you. Wow, that sucks. See, that's like being against someone because of like the color of their skin or the country that they or their parents are from or whatever. It's prejudice. Like, why would someone be against you because of something like that, like your decision on what to eat? It just shows you anyone who's against you because of your decision on what you eat is just a low person. I don't know how better to put it. It's still a low person who's prejudiced. It makes you wonder if they're prejudiced against you solely based on your dietary choices. Are they against others who have a different color skin or what have you, different kind of sexual orientation or preference? Bigots are bigots, and yeah, bigots are low people. Hey, Travis, how's it going? Okay, so you have one vegan friend at school, and it happens to be your best friend. That's good to know, Jordan. And don't worry, it's only 5% of people again. 5% is too many, Jordan. That's too many. Like, say you have 100 people, that means 5 are against you. If there's 1,000 people at your school, that means 50 are against you. That's way too many. I could see like 1 or 2 jerks, but hopefully it's lower than that, Jordan. I sincerely hope that there's not that many people who are against you. And if they're against you, I just hope they're not against you. Like, Jordan sucks. He's a vegan and he's gonna die because the food has no protein. But I hope they're not like that. I hope they're just like, okay, he's vegan. I'm just not gonna be friends with him. Well, I can live with that, I guess, as long as they're not actively being stupid to you. Hey, good evening or good day, VLAM. I'm not sure. It's morning out there, right? And let's see, what else is going on here? Uncle, if you eat sushi with fish sometimes, can you be considered plant-based? And I say, yeah, Tracy answered you, yeah. Plant-based can mean mostly plants or based in plants, but not exclusively plants only. So yeah, I mean, yeah, some vegans prefer to refer to themselves as plant-based because for whatever reasons they might not like the word vegan. They might think it has too much bad baggage associated with it. And I can see where they're coming from. I disagree with them, but I can understand. They just don't want all the people to like what Jordan's unfortunately experiencing at school when they hear he's vegan. Some people are automatically against him, But anyway, yeah, if you say you're plant-based, you'll probably have a few less haters, instead of 5%, it might be only like 1 or 2%. At your old school, 10% of people were against you. Holy moly. Wow, what's wrong with people out there? Why are they against you because you are vegan? Like, you're not like, saying, hey, you have to be just like me, a vegan, or you suck. I doubt you're saying that to them. You're just letting people know what you do, and you're not trying to hide it, and you shouldn't have to hide it. You should be proud of what you're doing. It's cool, but unfortunately, there are people out there who are bigots. Like I said, they'll be bigoted towards vegans or bigoted towards Asians or what have you, So unfortunately, that's reality. That's the world we live in, where some people just suck. Fortunately, it's usually not more than 5 or hopefully not more than 10% of the people there. I'm Jordan. Ex-Kings Felix, I believe we should say we are vegan, but I understand some people get persecuted and harassed by some, out there, if they hear you're vegan. If they hear you're plant-based, they'll probably just be confused and not know what the heck you're talking about. So I understand it and respect it, but I don't, obviously, refer to myself as plant-based, unless I say whole food, plant-based vegan or something like that. Yeah, I don't care, Jordan. I don't care too. I don't care if someone dislikes me because I'm vegan, or else why would I be out here, putting myself out there for literally like the entire world to like see and pick apart and make stupid videos about how I'm going bald because I'm vegan or whatever, So anyway, yeah, don't care. That's the attitude, Jordan. If you can don't care or not let it bother you, not let it bring you down. If you can do that in a healthy way, yeah, who cares if 5% of the people at your school are low bigots, Let's see, Jadism? Question, I love black beans and brown rice with avocado. That sounds delicious. We have a meal quite like that quite frequently. You get slack from friends, co-workers that you eat too much avocado, which contains fat. Is that a myth? I mean, what is too much avocado? I mean, we're supposed to eat fats. I mean, not to say only fats, like a fat-only diet or a fat-based diet, but I mean, you're balancing it out with like great foods there. Beans, which are heavily or predominantly carbohydrates and protein, balancing that out with brown rice and avocado, which is fat and protein and some carbs. I mean, it's a great blend. I mean, what ask these people, what is your ideal macronutrient ratio or something like that? Because that seems to be what they're tripping on. Say, hey, I'm vegan for the animals, but I've yet to find any medical doctors saying that eating brown rice, legumes, and avocado is somehow unhealthy because there's too much fat. I mean, that's weird. I mean, I bet if you look at your coworkers and friends' macronutrient ratios, they probably have a higher percentage of fat than you're getting, unless you're eating avocados like 3 times a day or something like that. But yeah, just saying, this is one meal with avocado. It's not like I'm avocado based. I mean, that's silly, I mean, that's a healthy meal. I can't think of any licensed practicing medical doctor that would say don't eat that because you're gonna like get a disease or something like that. Let's see, Peter, is that YouTuber that I banned sending a bunch of death cult vegans? I don't happen last week. This week, maybe we won't tolerate them as much. I think we explored death cult veganism quite thoroughly last week, and I don't intend to relive that like Groundhog Day every Friday. I just get old really quickly. Oh, Jordan, a lot of teachers at your old school were anti-vegan. Like, really? Like, your teachers knew you were vegan? Adults. And they were giving you crap? As I guess 13-year-old last year, like they were giving you crap. Like adults, grown adults, were so insecure at your old school about you being vegan that they were attacking a 13-year-old student. Is that? Am I reading that right, Jordan, or am I putting too much into that? If they're anti-vegan, I could see if they're not vegan and go, okay, that's cool. You're vegan. I'm not vegan. That's cool, Jordan. But were they actually anti-vegan, like giving you crap? Because if so, I see like some kind of like ethical problem with that, like why should a grown adult who's being paid by the government to teach you get project their own bias against you and give you crap for a decision you made for yourself? You're not like trying to say, hey, teacher, who you are not a vegan, you are a bad person. I doubt you're saying something like that. Anyway. I did read it right. Well, that's really unfortunate that there's grown adults being paid to be your teachers, going out of the way to attack a 13-year-old for a decision you made in your life that affects your diet, affects your, your resonates with your ethical beliefs. I don't think they have any right to do that. If they were a stranger on the street, they'd have a little more right, but as your teacher, I don't see what business that is of theirs. Yeah, Tracy, you got it right. Tracy, the moderator, Tracy, the vegan. Yeah, you need to be in Tracy's class. Tracy's a teacher. She's an educator, and she would definitely not give you any crap for being vegan. Let's see. That's cool, Jordan. Yeah, if you can have that healthy I don't care thing that you have there, if it's a healthy I don't care, you don't let it bother you, that's cool, and that's powerful. Not everyone can do that. I know a lot of people that aren't wired like you to just screw them. A lot of people can't get past the hate and the hurt and the negativity that comes from these anti-vegans. So everyone's wired a little differently. I'm glad you don't let it affect you. That's cool. Just tell yourself, hey, they're wrong. They're just wrong. There's nothing wrong in any way, shape, or form of making a decision for yourself to not consume animal products because you find it just needlessly cruel and unnecessary to harm animals. Like, we don't have to. Yeah, maybe people needed to do it thousands of years ago when you hear these my ancestor arguments and stuff like that. My Paleolithic ancestors, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. That may have been true, but we don't live in that time. We live in a world where we can go to supermarkets, there's restaurants, fast foods, liquor store, whatever. You can buy plants. That's what I'm saying. Tracy is a teacher and not a jerk. Yes, I can vouch for that. Well, I'm glad, Hansel's cousin, that was all at your old school, not at your new one. So it sounds like you're at the right place right now. Fewer people. You have like 5% haters compared to 10% haters at your old school. And you had anti-vegan teachers at your old school, but not at your new one. So you're in the right place. So just, that's your past. That's gone. Doesn't affect you anymore. Your current reality sounds like you're much better off there. All right, so let's see. What have I been missing out here? Wow, what are you talking about there, Dr. Bear? Can't stand Trump, and now he's made your life worse as a woman and as the wife of an immigrant. And I taught a student who wore a red Trump hat every day at the front of class. Wow, like a MAGA hat. I still had to treat him equally. Yeah. That's what you got to do. That's what you have. That's your professional duty as a teacher. If you see someone that has a different kind of ethical belief than you have, like if you're a vegan teacher, most of your students aren't going to be vegan. You have to treat them all with a certain kind of professional respect or dignity or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You just can't treat the MAGA student or the vegan student or the meat eating students like as a second rate or second class student or anything like that. Yeah. It's indefensible to treat a student differently for having different beliefs / lifestyles than you. I agree with you 100% there, Dr. Bear. We're talking about professionalism here. That's their profession. That's your profession. Teachers need to be professional with their students, even if they might disagree with something as trivial as Jordan's decision to not eat meat and dairy and eggs. Like, how does that affect them as a teacher? Does that make them nervous? It's not like that MAGA hat staring at them like what you had, Dr. Bear. Jordan just sitting there politely, quietly, not consuming animal products, not bothering anyone. Anyway, that's cool, Jordan. None of your teachers at your new school discriminate. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. A good question, Peter. Don't most schools have dress codes and you're not allowed to wear things political? You teachers tell me here. Yeah, I haven't been in the teaching game in quite a long time. I know schools here in Long Beach, they have a dress code. I don't know how as far as politics goes. I would imagine even the MAGA hat would be part of the colors for the high school here. I've never seen anyone wear something like that, but let me know. I'm curious. What's up with funny games here? I see Streamlabs talking about funny games. Anyway, funny games. Do you have a question for me about veganism? Are you here to debunk it, or did I miss a comment? Let me know. Ask again. Hey, thank you so much, Groundhog. And thank you so much, too, Han Solo's cousin, for all your super chat tips, guys. Thanks so much. Much appreciated. And actually, right before the live stream, we had some burritos. And I was joking with Angie. Maybe she could bring me some tofu with brown sauce. You know, the all-carb meal, the deathly, sickly all-carb meal that Rick Rubin was eating all the time that made him obese and sick and stuff. So maybe we'll eat some live on this live stream to show you this horrible, sickening meal of tofu and mushroom sauce and how I'm gonna like lose like years of my life eating that. So we'll see if that works out. Okay, he's saying we're not real vegans. Well, I missed it. So where is this guy? What's his name again? Funny Games or something like that? Let's see. Tell us how we're not real vegans. I must have missed your argument if you had an argument. Let's see. I don't see him. Did he or she get banned by one of our moderators? But I would love to hear how none of us here are real vegans. And I assume Funny Games is like a level 5,000 vegan, right? And he's the only real vegan amongst us. And all of us are like way down here and we're like fake vegans. He's been timed out. So if you hear Funny Games, you've been timed out for coming here and breaking our rules. And let me just show you our rules in case you're new. Livestream rules. Be civil. Oh, we got a super chat tip. Hey, Jamit. Is that you, right? Jamit in Australia. Righteous among the Gentiles nations. Save the animals. Thank you so much there, Jamit. So in case you're new to our channel, like Funny Games apparently is, these are the basic rules of engaging not only with me, but with our community here. This is a safe place. You have to be civil. So if you don't like me or our community, at least converse with us like you would with people, say, at your place of work, where you go to school. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to love everyone in your class. You don't have to love your bosses and employees, but at least be civil. That's all we ask for. Be civil. So don't start attacking us. Don't harass me or our audience. No racism, sexism, ageism. Like, oh, you so old. Like, I'm 55. Like, yeah, I don't look like a 20-year-old. And you weren't spamming. And if you're trying to debunk veganism, just give us one claim at a time. If you're here to tell us that veganism is null and void for whatever reason, because of your ancestors, because of type 12 blood or whatever, just give us your one argument, all the evidence you have, and we'll look at it. But I think Funny Games or whatever is probably here to maybe argue for death cult veganism, I'm guessing, and saying we're fake vegans. Well, you weren't being civil and you're attacking. If you have an argument, this is what it's all about. This is a critical thinking based channel, an evidence based channel. You don't come here and attack. If that's the only tool you have in your toolbox, you'll be timed out because we don't tolerate such buffoonery. Yeah, here Tracy, Funny Games, threw some shade at Peter and you're not tolerating not being nice. I agree with you 100%, Tracy. I give you, Peter and Uncle, complete freedom to use your best judgment to see, to determine when people are violating these super basic rules. Again, I'm not like some kind of fascist dictator. These are the rules that we all subconsciously more or less follow to function in everyday life with other people. If you're by yourself, yeah, you don't have to follow these rules. But if you want to interact with people and not get your ass beat because you're a jerk, you know, this crap just flying out of your mouth, these are the basic rules to live by. So I'm not asking for much more than just treat me like someone at your work or school or something like that. You don't have to kiss my ass. You can disagree with me all you want. I don't want a bunch of psychophants or just, you know, people regurgitating, repeating what I say. I want everyone to think independently. But still, you have to be civil. Basic social interaction. If you don't have that skill, go hang out on like other YouTubers, like the other vegan YouTuber I banned recently. He has no civil skills. You would fit in perfectly in his weird clique. Anyway. Oh, Dr. Bear. K through 12 teachers, kindergarten through 12th grade, are superheroes. I'm very glad I teach adults who usually know how to behave themselves and you don't have to deal with parents. That's funny. Hey, Graven Babies. How's it going, Graven Babies? I want to say, Graven Babies, I'm so grateful that, and I want to apologize that how from time to time there are people that pop up on this live stream in the chat who are trying to argue that you should kill yourself because these guys think they're such hardcore vegans that you should kill yourself. So I apologize that you have to see these just complete extreme death cult vegans from time to time, but I guess if there's any good, we know they're out there. I'm exposing their insanity. They're just complete extremism. They're like, death cult wishes on us all. So I want to commend you and Graven Babies and apologize at the same time. Hansolo's cousin. I'm proud of you, Ryan. Thank you. I'm proud of you too, Jordan. I'm so proud of you. You got to go. Well, thanks. And say hi to your mom from me and Angie. And yeah, if you want to pop in later on, I'll be here. I'll probably be here at least another hour and a half or so. So good to see you, Jordan. Thanks for all the super chat tips too. You definitely paid for our burritos tonight that we already had. Peter, that other vegan YouTuber who I have banned on all social media platforms that I'm aware of, is probably sending vegans over to trolling. Yeah, they can come, but I have 3 moderators right now, so you can keep sending people over. I mean, if they can come, if they can be civil and participate in our community, that's cool, They want to come over and be civil, but if they're coming over exclusively to troll or spam or be uncivil, then you have 3 moderators plus me to deal with, and Tracy's not taking any crap tonight. So and that's totally cool, Tracy. I want you to not tolerate any crap tonight. As long as you're here, don't let any crap through. I mean, sometimes we're just harder than others some weeks, and that's totally cool. Oh, here's funny games. Here's funny games. Here's why we're not real vegans. So let's put them up on the wall, aka the poop wall. And I'm having some trouble with copy and paste right now. There it goes. All right, poop wall. So let's look at funny games and see why I'm such a bad person. So you're going to behave, funny games. That's the first thing. Are you going to behave? Ah, crap. This happened. Oh, wait, let me see. Let me try it one more time. Damn. Alright, this has happened to me before. Let me try one more time. Okay, here we go, funny games. You think it is okay to abuse animals for medicine? No, I never said it was okay to abuse animals for medicine. Would you be okay with doing the same thing to humans? I never said, please tell me where I said it's okay, like I am pro abusing animals for medicine. All I'm saying is, let's go look at the definition of veganism, which you probably disagree with, from the Vegan Society. Let's take a look here, because we're not even going to look at the definition part. You've probably heard it 100 times if you've been watching our channel, but I'm going to go to something that they say here, the Vegan Society. Currently, all medicine in the UK, the United Kingdom, must be tested on animals. And same here in the United States. We have the FDA, which requires that before it is cleared or deemed safe for human use. But please note, the Vegan Society does not recommend you avoid medication prescribed to you by your doctor. A vegan who is looking after themselves the best they can is an asset to the movement. Meaning a dead vegan is not really all that helpful for the movement. So you're saying you will never take medicines ever, even if your doctor told you had to take them. Like, again, we have a certain person in our live stream right now. We've been down this road who has to take a medication. She's tried surgeries, didn't correct the issue, a medication, which itself, I believe, is vegan, but was tested on animals, without which her quality of life would suffer, perhaps even jeopardize staying alive. So you're telling one of my friends right here, she should basically sacrifice her life for the cause. Is that what you're saying, Funny Games? Yes or no? And she's a hardcore, she is a, she's an ethical vegan. She's vegan for the animals. So what do you think? What would you say to this, Funny Games? This is not some kind of mental exercise or anything. This is real flesh and blood human right here. I know, like, the guy I banned, the YouTuber I banned, they like to do a lot of thought experiments. They don't really look at the real world all that much. I'm talking about a real living flesh and blood ethical vegan here who needs to take a medication that was tested on animals. So she just not do that and die. And like, I had to go to the dentist a month or two ago, in July to get a tooth extracted. They had to give me a shot of something, and that was whatever it was tested, because every medicine must be tested. So you're saying vegans can never take a medicine ever. You get in a car accident, you're laying there all bloody, the ambulance comes, hey, I'm vegan, leave me alone, bro, don't do anything to me. Is that what you're saying there, Funny Games? Vegans are pretty much sometimes required to basically kill themselves, like refuse medical treatment in order to be a true pure vegan. Yeah, Graven babies. It's easy. It's so easy for someone sitting there like Funny Games in his or her own home or his mom's home eating vegan ice cream that they got delivered from Grubhub. It's so easy to say you wouldn't take medication when you're healthy, and it's a totally different situation when your life depends on it, or your quality of your life depends on it. It's so easy. These people talk such a tough talk. I would never take any medicine, and I'm sure they would. I'm sure they take aspirin if they get a gnarly headache. I'm sure they'll it's so easy to sit there and play tough. Funny Games, you're not answering my question. You said, yeah, it might be bad for the people who need life-saving meds. Yeah, they would die, but that could... Same thing we said for the animals. Yeah, I'm totally against drug testing and medicine testing on animals. In fact, I haven't donated any money, but I know PCRM, Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, is a lobbyist group as well. And they are lobbying, as far as I know, in Washington, D.C. to try to end animal testing. 100%. Yes, please. I hope they succeed in this. 100%. And if I can donate some money to help them with that, I shall. But the bottom line is that's not reality right now. So we unfortunately have a crappy situation right now where sometimes you might need medicine. Say you unfortunately got in a car accident tonight and you have to get taken to the hospital. They're going to give you crap. I'm sorry. And it might go against your ethical beliefs. But unfortunately, all medicines must be cleared through the FDA, and they require, unfortunately, cruel, barbaric, ancient animal tests on animals. So you still haven't told me your answer, Funny Games. Should Graven babies just sacrifice her life? Just say, hey, I'm an ethical vegan, but I shall no longer take my medication, and if I die, I die. Yes or no, Funny Games? Is that what she should do? Yes or no? Don't give me some more if-then or hypothetical. Just tell me, what would you recommend to Graven babies here in our live stream? Should she just stop taking her medicine and risk dying? Yeah, just say yes or no. We don't need some cockamamie excuse. Just yes or no, please. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, in Flatlander Montgomery, we can't change what happened to animals in the past. In the case of medicines, and even Vegan Gains, who I banned, agrees with this. Yeah, this testing was done typically a long time ago, often like before you were born. And I'm not saying that justifies it, but it's not like they're testing animals every day like meat. They have to kill animals every day to produce more meat. You know what I'm saying? It's something that was done once and probably a long time ago. But you're still saying, no, never take a medicine and just die. So anyway, King Felix, nobody has to be perfect. Exactly. None of us are level 5,000 vegan. Okay, none of us. I don't care what these people say they're not. Just do what you can. Anything that lessens the burden of suffering on animals. Having said that, I now try to convince all vegetarians I meet to go vegan. Good for you there. Awesome. Funny Games, you haven't answered my question. We're talking about a real life here of a friend of mine in the live stream, Graven Babies. So are you saying that she should pretty much risk committing suicide by quitting her medications? I just want a yes or no. I want to know where you stand on this. Are you advocating for her to pretty much take her life for the cause, like take one for the team? Just yes or no. You don't answer my question with another question. This is my live stream. I'm running the show. I just want to know yes or no. It's pretty simple. I thought I heard something like that, Dre Starman, about Bob Marley. I'm not too up on the story, but yeah, something like that rings true from what I remember. If you guys know any more, yeah. Yeah, Graven Babies would like to hear the answer too. We want to know, what's your name again? Funny Games? What do you recommend that this living, breathing human being, ethical vegan should do? Because she does need to take medication to treat a condition, without which she could die. So let me know what Graven Baby should do, Funny Games. So you're not saying that. So just tell me, what are you saying she should do? I know you're going to ask, was it worth it? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, these are questions that are like, like how many angels can dance on the head of a pin? These are just like brain teasers, academic theories, like mind thought experiments. I'm talking about a real situation here. So let's get out of the world of freaking armchair amateur philosophy here and just get to the real reality of Graven Babies. What should she do? No, you asked the question again. Yeah, and how many angels can dance on the head of a pin? I don't know and I don't care. But I want to know what Graven Baby should do. A real ethical vegan. What should she do? You don't ask me the question. Don't ask me another question. Just answer this question. Is it worth it? And in your mind, it sounds like no. You're saying it's not worth it and she should die, right? That's why you keep asking your follow-up question. So anyway, unless we hear a yes or no, we're going to move on from Funny Games because I don't think Funny Games wants to go on the record saying that Graven Babies should pretty much commit suicide because that's the definition of death cult veganism, which I'm completely against. Veganism doesn't require us to kill ourselves. Doesn't require us to kill ourselves. If anyone thinks so, run because they are preaching some kind of death cult. So you think it was 2 angels, huh? Whole plant food for life. You think 2 angels could dance on a head of a pin? Funny Games. No, you're answering. I want to know, what do you think? Why don't you answer your question for us? But you're not answering mine. Just tell us. Do you think it's not worth it? You're saying no, it's not worth the testing that was done probably decades ago. Those animals shouldn't have died, so Graven Baby shouldn't have this medication, and she should die. So I just want to know where you stand on this, because I've told you my stance is we can't bypass. For right now, it's the law of the land. There's no way to get around that. Any drug you can get has been tested on animals. Unfortunately, and I'm not pro-animal testing, I'm pro-PCRM lobbying in Washington, D.C., using their lobbying power to end animal testing because it's archaic. It doesn't need to be done. We have artificial intelligence, computer models. We don't need to use animals. They didn't have this crap 50 years ago, 100 years ago. But unfortunately, it's the way it is now, and I don't believe we should die. I don't believe we should automatically say, I'm vegan, I'm not going to take a life-saving medication, I'm just going to commit suicide. I don't believe in committing suicide. And it's just funny how every week now, because of this certain YouTuber, this extreme YouTuber, this angry YouTuber that I banned, every week now I have to justify not committing suicide. You see how ridiculous and absurd this is. He's so extreme, and he's brainwashed his followers and be so extreme that I'm justifying to not commit suicide. I mean, this is ridiculous. How come veganism is boiling down to suicide in these examples? This is crazy. Anyway. Anyway, we are moving on. You never told us what Graven Baby should do. So I'm not even going to bother answering your question until you tell us what Graven Baby should do. Until that, I'm going to completely ignore or just time out Funny Games. Because we want to know. We want to know, according to your level 5,000 veganism, what should Graven Babies do? You tell us. Be very clear. Don't beat around the bush. Don't be vague. Don't equivocate. Just tell us flat out what Graven Baby should do. Hey Travis, I think you should request to get back on the doctor's show to show everyone how messed up you are now from all the bananas. Hey, I had about 8 or 9 bananas this morning. I was hungry. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to thank our bot who can't listen, but thanks Streamlabs bot for stopping all caps. If someone wants to say something, yeah, it's totally cool. Just don't use all caps. I have some filters in place with our Streamlabs bot to prevent all caps. Why? Because 98% of the times when a comment is all caps, it's spam. Yeah, sure. 2 out of 100 times it's not, and I apologize if that was you. It happens, but it's pretty effective. 98% is extremely effective and worth it. Matthew Taylor, did I find Jesus in veganism? Are you serious or are you joking? I'll answer your question, but I want to know what's up with that. So Dr. Bear is talking back to Funny Games. Just because you claim you'd be willing to die a preventable death rather than take a medicine, I don't believe you, by the way. That doesn't mean anyone should do that. That's your decision. Just because you say you're willing to commit suicide in the name of veganism doesn't mean anyone needs to do what you did. Why should anyone do what you do? Are you like the dictator of veganism or something like that? Okay, Funny Games, you're not saying she needs to stop taking it. Okay, good. I'm glad you're not advocating that one of our ethical vegan friends here should commit suicide. So thanks for not being a death cult veganism. But is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know how to say is it worth it. I think it's not proper for vegans to die for the name of veganism. So I don't know how to answer your question. Is it worth it that was tested on? No, I wish no medicines were ever tested on any animals ever in this country or any country. That's my wish. But just because that's my wish, I can't just snap my fingers and make that happen. Unfortunately, I wish I had that kind of magical powers, but it doesn't work that way. Thanks, Don Jackson.
Fun and games, you give veganism a bad name. You are not helping your cause. Ryan, you are reasonable vegan.
Thank you. I think anyone who's like trying to tell vegans to not take their physician prescribed medicine and risk harming themselves or even killing themselves gives veganism a bad name. Think of all the meat carnivore channels are gonna like make videos about, hey, did you hear about that vegan that didn't take their medicine and they died? Or did you hear about that vegan parent that didn't let their children take a life-saving medication because it was tested on animals and they killed their 3-year-old? You know how many carnivores would be like saying how just horrible we are and evil and cruel and negligent and all this stuff? And they'd be right. They're always wrong, but in this case they would be right. If a vegan were to like just needlessly kill themselves from a preventable disease or kill their child because of their extreme death cult beliefs, yeah, the carnivores would be 100% in their making their videos about how stupid vegans are. At least certain vegans are. Funny Games, I just want to know if it's moral to take away the rights of animals. No, I'm not taking away any rights of animals. I'm not the FDA. I don't require animal testing for drugs to get approved. But if I am sick, I'm going to take a drug. And especially if it's a life-saving situation. So I don't know what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say we're not as vegan as you? Because that's what Tracy's saying. But taking medication does not make someone not a real vegan. Let's read that again. But taking medication in the United States or all countries doesn't make someone not a real vegan. It means you are sick or you have a condition of some kind and a doctor prescribed you medicines and you're following what your doctor told you to do. Like, why should someone needlessly die for veganism? You have to answer that. Yeah, it's cruel. Yeah, I'm not saying life is perfect. We live in an imperfect world. I drove twice today, and I may have ran over some bugs. I could have crushed a grasshopper. Does that make me less than perfect vegan? I'm sure Funny Games has driven over a bug or a squirrel or a rodent before. Is that fair to the squirrel or rodent or grasshopper? No, we live in an imperfect world. No one is perfect. Sometimes we get sick. I hardly ever get sick, but sometimes we get ill, and sometimes we need to take some pain relief. We need to take a medication, and we live in an imperfect world. So you're trying to define veganism as some kind of absolute perfection. It's funny how anti-vegans usually do this, but I've noticed a lot of these death cult vegans or death cult vegan types try to define veganism in a way that it means absolute perfection. Like if we don't live in a perfect world. Let me see here if it says anything if you have to be a perfect vegan, a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practical all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. It doesn't say you have to be perfect. Yeah, we need to define real vegan, huh, Travis? Yeah, define your terms. What do you mean by what does a real vegan do when they're sick? Yeah, funny games. Why don't you humor us here and educate us? What does a real vegan do when they're sick and they need to take a medication? Let's stop all this asking how many angels dance on a pin or is it right for... Just tell us. Since you're talking about real vegans, first define what a real vegan is, funny games. I agree with Travis there. You should define it since you're throwing this term around. I have no idea what a real vegan is. Maybe I'm not a real vegan, even though I've had no animal products for probably way longer than you ever have. But anyway, what is a real vegan, and what does a real vegan do when faced with needing to take a medication? You educate us, since you are the realest vegan of them all, the most real vegan, at least in this live stream right now. You share your wisdom with us, educate us all, school us. We will listen to you. All right, so let's all listen up for funny games to tell us what a real vegan is and what a real vegan ought to do. An ethical vegan, what a real ethical vegan ought to do, what we must do when faced with having to take a medication to treat an illness. All right, we're waiting. I'm just going to sit here and wait, funny games. You tell me. Yeah, how should we be real vegans? So tell us, educate us, and if you come back and ask a question, I'm going to ban you. I will hit the ban or block you myself. I'm not even going to let Tracy have the pleasure. So you tell me, what's a real vegan, and what ought us real vegans do when our doctors tell us we need to take some kind of medicine or something? Just you tell us. I want to know what a real vegan should do. Yeah, we're waiting. I want to know. Since you're so high level and perfect, I'm blessed. We are blessed to have funny games in our presence and sharing his or her extreme real vegan wisdom with us. So tell us. Don't make us wait. I want to know this as soon as possible. What is a real vegan and what ought we do? Yeah, Graven babies, yeah. Apparently, by reading between his or her lines, real vegans are healthy and don't ever need medication, apparently, huh? And what's that, Tracy? And when we do think about it, I thought about it and I'm taking your meds. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, real vegans should think about it. Yeah, we have thought about it. That's what our whole channel is about here. We think about things. You know, we think through things critically. We use our critical thinking skills to analyze sometimes complex questions and try to come to the most reasonable conclusion. So that's what a real vegans think about it. Well, we think about it. So hey guys, we're real vegans because we think about things. We think about things critically. That's what we do here every Friday, funny games. I don't know if you're into critical thinking, if this is a hobby of yours, a pastime of yours. If so, you're an ally. You should come here every Friday and participate in a more positive manner than you have tonight. You have found your kindred spirits here. We are a tribe of critical thinkers, okay? So we're all here. A real vegan should think about if it's really okay to risk an animal's life for their own life. Yeah, we have thought about it, and we've thought, okay, we understand that there's testing done to animals against our will, but we have no power. No one has any power to stop that except the United States government. Since we are powerless to change the rules of the Federal Drug Administration here, what are we to do? We only have two options. Either we risk killing ourselves, risk dying, or we take the medicine. That's how we see it. What am I going to do? What are the other options? Funny games. We've thought about it. Okay, risking death. No, I really don't want to die an easily preventable death I'd rather take the medicine. Unfortunately, it was tested on animals, but I don't want to just kill myself. I don't want to commit suicide in the name of veganism. I thought about it. That's where I draw the line, and that's where I hope pretty much all you guys draw the line too, except for Funny Games here, who thinks it's not a clear case. Funny Games would consider killing himself in the name of veganism. Why is it more okay to risk the animal dying? Because otherwise you would be committing suicide. And again, Funny Games, are you advocating suicide? Are you saying Graven Baby should commit suicide? You said no. Why? Why should she not kill herself? You tell us. You are the one that's coming here to supposedly with all this wisdom, this near infinite wisdom that we are all lacking. So educate us. Why'd you tell Graven Babies that she should not commit suicide? I want to know. I don't see how you can reconcile all your things together here. Ticknall, are you talking about me? What are you talking about? Do you really think that looking like an abused 24-year-old housewife is some kind of, what are you talking about? You don't like my naturally wavy hair? Are you what's wrong with having wavy hair? I mean, a lot of Asians have wavy hair. Are you racist, or what the hell is it? What is that? Are you talking about something else? Am I misreading Ticknall's comment here, or am I about to drop the ban hammer here? An abused 24-year-old housewife is some kind of flex? No, this is how I look. I got out of the bath, let my hair dry naturally. This is it. I mean, do you have a problem? Hey Tracy, thanks for being here tonight, and I guess I'm gonna do some banning, Tracy, but always a pleasure to have you. Yeah, Peter, perfectly said. I 100% don't think that animal testing is right. Agreed. I 100% agree that animal testing is wrong. I don't think any of us are advocates for animal testing. But we live in a non-vegan world. Yeah, the FDA, very non-vegan. Where the longer I can stay alive, the longer we can fight for the rights of animals. Excellent point. How can the animals live if we're all dying prematurely because we refuse to take medicines? Where'd Ticknall go? I'm about to ban you. Better tell me what that comment was, that racist, ageist, sexist comment. So where are you, Ticknall? You gonna defend your comment there, or am I just gonna personally ban you right now? Let's see, Dr. Bear.
I would argue that death cult vegans are breaking the Livestream rules. Your rules ban racism, sexism, etc., and it's undeniably ableist to imply that only healthy people who take no medicines are real vegans.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tracy. You're absolutely, I'm sorry, Dr. Bear. All right, so thanks for timing out Funny Games, and if you come back, Funny Games, Peter or Tracy, just ban them. And I'm gonna ban Ticknall right now too while I'm at it. I don't appreciate that. Hang on one second, guys. I lost the comment. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, so I just blocked Ticknall for his sexist, ageist, racist comment there. All right, cool. Yeah, trolled us. We're making trolled us right now. Anyway, all right, so let's keep going on. Marshall Hensley. What are we talking about here, Marshall? What are you talking about? Plywood in your home has animal-derived glue. What's going on? It can't be live level 5,000 vegan. I don't think any of us are level 5,000. Did I talk about Rick Rubin? Yeah, I made a video about Rick Rubin the other day. Yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday. What are my favorite pizza toppings? Basic stuff like, tomatoes, mushrooms, spinach, sometimes some olives. What are your favorite ones, Penny? Ace Jackson, when I talk trash to Joe Rogan's face, like what context? Like, will I just walk into him on the street, or like what? I mean, what do you mean talking trash? Yeah. I would say, hey man, you've said so much nonsense about veganism. I've made maybe 50 videos responding to your nonsense. I'd say something like that. Is that considered talking trash? Yeah, mushrooms. I try to avoid the onions. But yeah, I don't talk trash. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Bear, about Joe Rogan. I use evidence to explain why Joe Rogan's statements about veganism are wrong. Yeah, I mean, is that talking trash to say, hey, here's what person X said? And let's fact check that. Let's see if there's any reality to the statement, any evidence to support the statement. If you consider that talking trash, I say grow a pair, Ace. Yeah, pineapple's good sometimes. Yeah, I remember I had pineapple pizza when we went to Maui a few years back. That fresh Maui pineapple, damn good, damn good. In garlic. Yeah, no garlic. We hold the garlic for sure. Yeah. Dre Starman, now only level 4,999 vegan is achievable. Yeah, we can't be level 500 vegan or 5,000 ever. Peppers, jalapeno, banana on pizza? Really, Derek? I gotta try that. I mean, I always have bananas handy. I never thought to like put bananas on, like plantains or something, or real bananas. Yeah, yay for pizza chat, huh? That's a good way to look back, Hugh. By not eating animal flesh, you save about 8 animals a year. Really should be saving more than that if you're not eating animals. Doing what you can as a vegan. Tempeh. Yeah, I haven't had tempeh in a while on pizza, Jim. But I remember liking tempeh on pizzas. Yeah, maybe one of the pizzas at Fourth Horseman here in Long Beach has tempeh. I forgot. Maybe that. I remember there's like the house-made like sausage on there. I think it was made out of tempeh. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, Jim. Pepper X, Peter, which is the world's hottest pepper. Oh, is that the thing that people are talking about, or is it some chips or something? It was made in a lab, though. You're just guessing on the 8 animals. Yeah, who knows? It's hard to say. Yeah, the pizza talk normally would be making me hungry, but unfortunately I had burritos like an hour before. Plantain on pizza. I can't say I've ever had that, Robin Hood. That sounds like something I need to try sometime. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, unfortunately, the United States government, like your Canadian government, takes our taxpayer money and gives it to subsidize animal agriculture, to drive down the price of meat. They pay for marketing for cheese and eggs and dairy. Our taxpayer money is putting billboards up of like, eating eggs, Anyway, it's unfortunate. So, yeah, maybe if I ever leave the United States, I guess I would have to become a Mexico citizen to like not contribute to all that anymore, huh? Anyway, favorite burrito contents, Penny. Well, I just had a simple burrito day today. I had beans, rice, and guacamole. Simple. Yeah, all vegan, all simple. I don't need to have fake meats or anything like that. Usually those are really salty and stuff too. So and I had them to hold the onions. Yeah, just beans, rice, guacamole. There's probably little onions in the guac, but at least they didn't put any extra onions all over the beans and rice. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, you can't be perfect. Yeah, moving towards eating plants and then eliminating clothing and other things we don't need that are made of animals. You can't be perfect, and you cannot reverse past mistakes. But we have these level 5,000 vegans that come here from a certain unnamed angry vegan YouTuber guy who I banned. They come here talking a big talk how I'm level 5,000 vegans. You guys are not real vegans, and they're just a bunch of blowhards. They're no more vegan. They're no more or less vegan than any of us, except they're extreme death cult vegans. I wonder, is that even still vegan if you're a death cult vegan? Anyway. Oh, you're back, funny games. You're discriminating people with health issues. Well, I'm banning your ass. If you're here to talk crap on people that have health issues, you're gone. So thanks for coming. And I'm going to tell you why. I'll show you why one more time before I ban your ass. Let's show the rules one more time. You're harassing people with health issues, basically. Harassment, and just like medical conditions. You're just personally attacking people for things about them. Harassing them for being sick or needing to take a medication. You're attacking my friends, my viewers. So guess what? You're gone. So I'm going to get rid of this comment here, and funny games, I'm going to have personal pleasure banning you, and you go back to your death cult vegans and tell them what a horrible person I am for banning you for harassing my viewers, suggesting they shouldn't take their medicines. Okay, I'm not gonna entertain that anymore tonight. So old. I'm sick of you death cult vegans, really. You guys are horrible. You give us a horrible name. Meat eaters and carnivores have every right to think vegans are crazy if you're one of these death cult vegans. I would agree with them. You guys are crazy, advocating that we need to kill ourselves sometimes. Ridiculous. ridiculous advocating for people to commit suicide or let their children die needlessly because you don't want to give them the medicine that they need. And again, I'm not advocating for testing on animals. We live in an imperfect world. This is where we find ourselves, unfortunately. People are working to change that, but the change hasn't happened yet. So what are we to do realistically in the meantime? I know a lot of you death cult vegans live in this, like, how many angels could dance on the head of pin thought experiments. And we're not talking about thought experiments. We're talking about real flesh and blood living people with real health issues. So I'm not taking any more of that tonight. Oh, your lady friend uncle is in Guadalajara, Mexico right now for her niece's quinceañera. Awesome. Oh man, I should have gone. I've never been to Guadalajara. I've traveled through Mexico quite a bit. Came close twice to having our band play in Guadalajara when we had like a tour that went through Mexico City, but both times the Guadalajara show didn't happen. So it's one regret I have, never seen Guadalajara. Let's see. Does Taco Bell in America have vegan options? In Australia we don't, but plenty of other Mexican restaurants do. Yeah, I don't go to Taco Bell, but from what I understand, they do. You guys can correct me down below, but I thought it's pretty easy now in 2022 to get vegan options at Taco Bell. Let me know, true or false. I go to a competitor of theirs here in the West Coast called Del Taco. I just kind of like their food better. It seems a little more fresh, and it's really easy for me to get stuff veganized there. But I believe Taco Bell is quite easy too. Let me know, guys. Back Q. I've been vegan now for 12 years. It happened sometime in October or possibly early November. I believe it's late October of 2010. I didn't write the day down or anything like that, but I remember roughly when it happened in my life. So yeah, pretty much 12 years and not sick and dead yet. Let's see, Uncle, is there a vegan sushi place in Long Beach near El Dorado Park? No, there's one called Vegan Castle. And it's nowhere near El Dorado Park. It's more on the west side of Long Beach, almost like, like the 710 freeway or something like that. But if there is a new vegan sushi place near El Dorado Park, I'll let me know if someone knows. Jim says, yes, America's Taco Bell has many vegan options very easy. That's what I have been led to believe. Parth, how far am I from Foster City? Foster City is in the San Francisco Bay Area, right along the peninsula. If so, that's like, if I drove straight from here and didn't stop to pee or buy gas or anything like that, probably like, assuming the traffic wasn't crap, like maybe 5-6 hours or something like that. Okay, Graven Babies, you can go to the Taco Bell app and customize your order and make it vegan. Thanks for sharing that, because that's exactly what I do here for the Del Taco app. So I didn't even realize Taco Bell has an app. I should have figured, right? They have an app. That's why I like the app. You can just specify it really clearly. Like if you speak through the megaphone thing, there's noise and traffic and honking, and the speakers and microphones suck. They can easily misunderstand what you said. But the app, it's all right there, black and white, it's really hard to make a mistake as far as the communication part. Human error can still happen, but I haven't had any problems yet, knock on wood. Let's see. David Berger, yours is July of 2015 after watching Earthlings. Change your life. Yeah, see, that way you can pinpoint. Yeah, exactly. God, when did I watch Earthlings? Fu Man doing a little mashup of what Leonard Skinner and Taco Bell there. Yeah, Taco Bell has a smell. Huh? It certainly does. It definitely has a certain distinct smell. Whenever I rarely go into Taco Bell. Yep, that smells like Taco Bell. And let's see, Dre Starman. That's a question for Graven Babies or one of the other. At Del Taco, they do have some Beyond Meat things. I'm not sure if they put cheese on it or not. I don't get those. I just get the bean burrito, basically. That's, just tell them don't put any cheese in it. Just give me the bean burrito. Okay, Jim L, there are YouTubers like showing you how to order vegan at Taco Bell. I'm sure there are. Yeah, check those people out. Let's see. Cool, back Q. I mean, not cool, but cool. I'm cool. I'm glad Dominion is a big reason for you being vegan. Yeah, Parth, at Del Taco, the bean burrito comes with cheese, but on the app, you just check no cheese, you know, and I just kind of hit the same thing. I hit reorder what I got last time. I might change the quantity of burritos, but yeah, I just keep reordering a no cheese bean burrito. Ooh, that's unfortunate, Peter. Wow, where was that at? Was that from a tofu wrap? Oh, from a non-vegan place and bit into it's full of chicken and feta cheese. Yeah, unfortunately that can happen. You should check. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to because Del Taco, I tell you, been like 100% with me so far. And I just peek in there, open it up, you know, open the burrito a little bit, and you know, just double check it. And I do that while I'm in the drive-thru in case there's a problem. You know, I can just like, you know, like have it handled rather than having to drive back from my house. Hey, thank you, AJ/Atomic Vegan. Thank you so much for the Del Taco Fund. Yeah, we haven't had that in quite a few days. Simyot Koli, why do I recommend not using onions? Oh, I don't recommend that at all. I mean, it's just a personal preference, you know, just like it's something I don't like. I don't like what onions do to flavor. I don't like how it makes me kind of have a smelly breath thing for like right after I eat it. But no, I don't recommend it. I'm just saying, yeah, it's a personal thing. I just open about it. I'm honest. I just say, hey, I don't like onions. But yeah, I don't say, hey, don't eat onions, people, because they're bad for you. You're going to grow a second head or your blood test will be bad. Speaking of bad, I'm getting my blood tested really soon. It's time, and I got a script from my cardiologist. I'm just going to take that blood test script to my insurance doctor so I can try to get the blood test for free, but I should be getting that in the next week or two, a blood test. So we'll see how that all goes. But again, thanks again, Atomic Vegan, for the Del Taco Fund. We used it today for a burrito fund for a non-Del Taco. Just a place we often get burritos Friday. We usually get them after the live stream, but I was hungry. I've been really hungry. I went surfing yesterday, you know, went to the gym today. I'm just like, my body is just wants to, I think I'm in a calorie deficit without trying. Well, I guess you could say I was trying because I was doing so much crap. Anyway, yeah, onions hurt, yeah, your stomach, yeah, it makes me a little gassy, I think, too. I'm not a big fan of onions. But yeah, if you guys like onions, eat them. Eat them all you want. I'm not going to try to stop you one bit. Hutchie, you went vegan on Thanksgiving 2016. Wow, what a great day to go. What a great day to go vegan. Awesome. Jim L, I don't like onions. Am I a communist? Yeah, it's just personal preference, you know. Just like some people don't like disco, some people don't like punk, some people don't like house music, some don't like techno, some don't like jazz, whatever, you know. It's personal preference. Muthulian likes onions and garlic and is a communist, so you can none of those are mutually exclusive. Uncle puts lots of onions in his homemade veggie soup and garlic too. All right, Uncle, when we come see you, try not to have that like the day before or the day of, right? So when we hang out, you know. My favorite my favorite vegan sushi place in Southern California. Well, if you want to have a full-on fancy and expensive sushi night out, like a day, an anniversary, birthday in Japantown, or Little Tokyo in downtown LA. There's a really nice place called Shojin. Like just gourmet, fancy, expensive, but it's worth it. I'm just letting you know. You just don't want to just pop in there and, you know, it's something you plan for. You need reservations typically. So yeah, Shojin, Shojin or UN. Just type in Shojin vegan sushi Little Tokyo. I think they have another location in Culver City, I believe. I've never been to that one. I've just been to the Little Tokyo one. That's really, really good. Out here in the Southern LA County, Orange County area, there's a place called Kensho, and I believe it's Garden Grove. Kensho, spelled Kensho. And in Long Beach, it's a place I only went to once. I don't think you can eat it there. You have to use an app and go pick it up or have it delivered. It's called the Vegan Castle. Weird name, but I remember that being really good too. So there's 3 options: Shojin, Kensho, and Vegan Castle, depending on what part of LA you're in. All those are really good, but yeah, if you want just like the beautiful night out with your bestie or partner or whatever, yeah, you can't, it's hard to top Shojin. Let's see. Hey Joseph, yeah, it's getting easier to be vegan. So many alternatives, and they're getting cheaper. Yeah, as more food gets like say like just egg. When that came out, it was like $10 for that little jug. Now it's like what, $5, something like that. Economies of scale. They're getting they're getting there. Things are getting cheaper. It's that Fu Man, you're vegan from Tokyo. She don't eat no cheese. What song is that one, Fu Man? You got me stumped on that one. Fort Part. Some people just can't eat dried vegetables. Okay. Then don't eat dried vegetables. Eat steamed vegetables. I can't recall. I don't really eat dried vegetables. I mean, is that a problem? Can you eat moist vegetables then, if that's the problem? Again, I would talk to a doctor about that. Talk to a gastroenterologist, see if there's anything that he or she can do. But yeah, I don't think you're saying, and therefore they can't be vegan. Well, you don't have to eat dried vegetables, as far as I know. I remember there were periods in my life where I really didn't have any dried vegetables. Let's see. Deep Purple. Okay, yeah, I have a gap in my knowledge there with Deep Purple. I don't know why. It's kind of a gap there for me. Oh no, Peter, they might cancel the UK vegan campout if they don't sell enough tickets to secure the venue. Huh, I thought that was a big success. Why are they having trouble filling that up? That sucks. Hey, Dinah, bananas, plant foods eating. We're doing good, Danny. Came just in time. We blocked some more death cult vegans, the ones that think we should, in certain circumstances, like say if we're sick, we need to take a medicine, we need to kill ourselves. We banned a couple of those, but we're back. We're all good. Oh yeah, Blue Oyster Cult did the Burning for You, Taco Bell. Prices are going up on venues, and they need to get more advanced tickets. In Bristol, England, they're opening an entirely vegan Burger King. Yeah, I think I remember reading about that a few months ago. What's that, Graven Babies? Morning Star has pancakes on stick now with the Impossible sausage in the middle, but they're almost $9 for 4. Like, what's up with that? That sounds like unreasonably expensive. Huh. Anyway, Fort Part. People with eating disorders who already struggle with eating can't eat just plants. Is that true? Does anyone know if this is a true fact, that people on eating disorders can't eat plants? Is that a common feature of eating disorders? Like, how do I even fact check that? So what are you saying? So, okay, is that you? Are you describing yourself for a part, or do you know anyone personally? Why are you telling us this? I mean, let's just say, for instance, let's say you're right. Say there is someone who has an eating disorder, and if they eat, what happens when they eat plants? Just tell me, is there a name for this condition? Can I look it up? You're saying there's a certain subset of people that have eating disorders such that if they eat plants, or just plants, if you have an eating disorder, and there's many kinds of eating disorders, so you can be more specific. I want to learn, educate me. I'm not knowledgeable in this area. So you're saying there's certain eating disorders such that if you eat a completely vegan diet, what will happen? You said they can't do it. Why? Would they die, or their eating disorder would get worse or something? I just want to know. Educate me. If there's a name for this, I will Google it and learn. Tell me some more. I want to know about. I just want to learn. I'm not saying this is bullcrap, or there's no vegan solution for it, or there is one. I don't know. I just want you to tell me more about what you're talking about, because this sounds, like something interesting. I think they're just describing someone being picky. I guess so. If you don't like plants, I guess you can't be vegan, right? People are calling BS on this. Okay, what is Bond's interpretation? I think he's saying if a person has an eating disorder like anorexia, cutting out non-vegan foods could be problematic, mentally speaking. That's just my guess. I think that's a fair interpretation there, Bond. Thank you. I agree. I think that's probably what the person's trying to say. And if so, if you have an eating disorder like anorexia, yeah, go to a doctor. I don't know if someone who's anorexic can be vegan or not. I don't know. I don't want to tell someone to do something that they could die. I don't know. I'm just a freaking music producer and a video producer. Anorexia can lead to death, right? Am I wrong here? I'm not wrong, right? You can die from anorexia and bulimia. That's a medical thing. Go talk to your doctor and find out what you should be doing. I'm not going to tell an anorexic to do something and have him or her die. I mean, why would you listen to me if you're anorexic? I'm not anorexic. I've never been one. You should talk to a doctor. Don't talk to a music producer for medical advice. Let's see. Vegan. Hey Ryan, the vegan campout venue are demanding money up front and in advance, and there's been thousands of tickets sold, but you're saying just not enough. You need like another 1,000 or more tickets sold. Wow, too bad. Too bad. I know it's what month are it's for next year. Well, it gives unfortunately, if you have to bail on that location, the venue. It leaves you some time, some reasonable amount of time to hopefully find a cooler venue as far as like not being so unreasonable in their monetary upfront demands. It sounds like there's money already, right? Since thousands of tickets were sold, there's money already in the pot. I guess the pot ain't big enough for this venue, so hopefully you can find another one. Maybe you have to, I don't know. I don't want to be part of the production of this or anything like that. I'm just saying it gives you some time, hopefully, but that sucks. What's that fall dieting? If someone is anorexia, they shouldn't necessarily be cutting any foods from their diet. Why would someone suggest some like that not to eat? How does that stop you from being vegan? Okay, Peter's saying, actually, no, there are actually very few venues that would fit 15,000 people. Wow, I didn't know there's that many people there. 15,000 people at Vegan Campout? Wow. 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 That's exactly what is happening. Well, that sucks. I don't know what to say, guys. Man, that sucks. Like, you don't have enough money up front. Like, why does the venue need more money if you guys already have thousands of ticket sales? I mean, you're going to only sell more over the many months between now and next summer. That just seems quite unreasonable, especially since there's a history. You guys, they've pulled it off before. This isn't going to be the first one. That's unfortunate. Peter, there's actually a lot of criteria involved with picking a venue. It has to be near a train station. I'm sure that would be extremely helpful. It has to have certain facilities, a Campbell and animal farm. I'm not sure I understand that part. Fourth part, it should be a personal choice. Oh, we're talking about going vegan? Yeah. Where would I ever say that all people, I'm telling everyone that they have to do what I'm doing and be vegan? I don't care if you're anorexic. Everyone has to go vegan because I went vegan. And if you don't go vegan, you're a piece of crap human. Like, yeah, of course. You can't force someone to go vegan. Yeah, going vegan is by definition, it's a personal choice. It's an individual person coming to the realization that exploiting animals is wrong, cruelty to animals is wrong and unnecessary. And not only you realize these wrongs, you actually want to do something about it. It's so easy to say, yeah, animal cruelty is wrong or exploitation is wrong, but to actually do something about that, making also the decision now to say, hey, I'm going to eat only plants. Yeah, you can't force someone to do that. So what's your point for it, part? Yeah, if an anorexic is going to die because they have an eating disorder, they're probably not thinking about going vegan, right? So why would I tell someone who's at risk of death that they must go vegan? Because I'm a music producer. I know more than their doctors do. Like, this is not something that's happening in this world. Ace, am I okay with never eating steak again? Like, what do you think? What do you think the answer is to that, Ace? Vegan Expo, Christchurch, New Zealand, November 20th. Oh yeah, that's summer for you guys. Awesome. Well, have fun. That sounds amazing, Vegan A's. I haven't been to a vegan fest in quite a long time. Let's see. Oh, I see what you're saying, Peter. Most of these venues that have these festivals in the UK are owned by animal agriculture. I get it. So they don't want to have it there because the money would go back into animal agriculture. I see. Find a piece of land for that's big enough for a vegan camp out, but having that land not be owned by the animal agriculture business. I see exactly. Yeah, you don't want to support them. I totally get it. Fort Part says, I've tried all vegan food. It doesn't taste the same and it tastes gross. You tried all vegan food? Like, what are you saying? I'm vegan and I haven't tried all vegan food. And what do you mean it doesn't taste the same? Like, like beans, rice, potatoes, bananas. Beans taste like beans. Rice tastes like rice. And there's all kinds of rices. Wild rice, brown rice, white rice, short grain, long grain, and exotic rices. Like we got some Chico rice. I mean, what are you talking about? It doesn't taste the same. This is, you've tried all vegan food. You've tried every plant in the world. Is that what you're saying? And it doesn't taste the same? And it tastes gross. What are you talking about? You got to explain it. First, you come here and tell me that I'm a bad person because I think someone who's dying of anorexia has to go vegan in that moment in their life. Like, no, I've never said anything of the sort. And now you're saying you've eaten every vegan food in the entire world and it doesn't taste right. Like, tell me, how do beans taste wrong? I'm curious. I'm all ears. Educate us, please. Peter, Jamie Oliver, oh man. Slam a shot of pee. Oh man. I don't know what he's been eating, but he's tried all vegan food. I don't understand. That means every plant. You've tried every plant. And then you've tried processed things too, I guess you're saying. But I don't know. That's quite the claim there. I can't say I've tried every plant and every processed food of every kind. So, what's your point for it, Part? Why are you here? You came here to brag about how you've tried every plant and every vegan packaged food in the world? Is that what you're here for? Let us know your primary reason for coming here. Is there something you want to share with us other than what you eat on a daily basis? Because yeah, that's really not too interesting to us. No offense or anything, but if you have something more profound you'd like to share with us, if that was it, your anorexic thing, cool, I agree with you. Yeah, if someone's dying of anorexia, you're not going to hear me say, hey, you got to go vegan or you're a piece of crap. No, go talk to your doctor, get your health in order, figure out what to do. I don't want to be part of anyone killing themselves. Okay, you're here because your friend who was vegan died. I'm sorry to hear that. If that's true. Vegans do die. You know, it does happen. We are not immortal. Why would vegans live forever? Let's look at the definition of veganism here. Veganism is a philosophy and way of living which seeks to extend one's life into eternity, such as that we become immortal beings for the rest of eternity and will never experience illness or suffer or experience death. I guess you're right. Vegans don't die, huh? Vegans don't die. You caught us here, man. Vegans debunked. Holy crap. You just debunked veganism, man. That's what it says here. Vegans don't get ill. They don't get sick. They don't die. Yeah. I don't know. I got to find a new thing to do now. Your friend died because they're vegan. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Vegans can die. Vegans can die. They can get diseases. They can get ran over by a bus. However people die, vegans can have heart attacks. Vegans can get cancer. I'm sorry that your friend died. It's tragic, but vegans can die. You know what? Who else dies? Meat eaters die too. People from every diet, whatever you want to call it, every ethical background, everyone dies. Oh, your doctor said your friend died because of veganism. Oh, well, how does veganism kill people? Did your doctor explain that to you? Since your doctor seems so knowledgeable on the connection between veganism and dying, share it with us. I think it would be really greedy of you to not share with us how, are you saying we're all in jeopardy of death? Not just because we're humans and all humans are immortal and we'll eventually all die. Are you saying something specific about veganism causes us to die more frequently? We have a higher probability of dying because we're vegan? Let me know. This would be interesting to know that you're saying there's something inherently deathly about veganism, or it's just so nutritionally bankrupt and deficient that we're going to die. Oh, so your friend died because you're trolling me. Lack of B12, protein, and taste. So you're saying the food tasted so bad, the vegan food, whatever your friend was eating, was so untasty that they died. Well, if your friend was deficient in B12, and you know that 40% of Americans are either deficient in B12 or dangerously low in their serum B12 levels. Let me repeat that. 40% of Americans, not vegans, 40% of Americans. So basically, unless you're getting your blood tested regularly and you know what your serum blood levels are, you should be taking a B12 supplement. You should be taking one part. Your friend should have been taking one. We all should just be taking a B12 supplement. So anyway, if you're low in B12, you go to the doctor and they determine you're low in B12. They don't say you need to eat more meat. They prescribe. I've seen this happen. They say here, they write out take a B12 supplement and they hand it to you. They don't say and eat tons of meat. No, they tell you how many micrograms of B12 you should be getting per day. And there's protein in a vegan diet. All plants have protein. I mean, my breakfast has about 40 grams of protein. Just breakfast, one freaking meal. I'm probably getting over 100 grams of protein a day. And I think you're just trolling us at this point. So let's see if there's any, do you since that's your doctor's opinion and yours, can you share with us like any health organizations, not just like some like guy with his shirt off on Facebook or something like that, like a group of health professionals, not just or two guys with their shirts off on Facebook who claim to be doctors or something like that. Do you know of any health organizations who have put out a position statement saying that vegan diets are nutritionally deficient and you run a greater risk of death if you follow a vegan diet? Please let us know. Okay, fourth part is trolling. So I'm going to put you in timeout for part, okay? I want you to come back and let me know if you can refer me to any health organizations who support what you're saying. I'm not putting you out to punish you. I just want you to come back and present some evidence for your cause here. You're telling me your doctor said that, but any doctor can be ill-informed and not know jack crap about veganism. They can just give you their opinion, which is not based in facts. So please come back and show me a position of any health organization anywhere in the world, any country, I don't care. I want to see an association of health professionals putting their reputation out there at risk, if they're wrong, saying that vegan diets are somehow nutritionally inadequate and increases your risk of death because it's so bad for you. So we will hear back from you hopefully in 300 seconds. So you can go online right now, do some Googling, come back and show me what you found there about any recommendations. Not from shirtless guys on YouTube or Facebook. I want to see some professional health groups, groups made up of like PhDs, medical doctors, dietitians, nutritionists, ones who are specialists in the field of research on plant-based diets. And I want to understand how, what this position is. All right, cool. And we'll hear back from them in a sec, hopefully. Taste is not what keeps you alive, though. Exactly. I've never heard of someone dying because they didn't. A vegan got sick and died because of taste. Man, that Beyond Burger is so crappy, I died. Said no one ever. Hey, Sarah. All right, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're able to make it, even with baseball month going on here. So, Sarah, what is it right now? Is it like, are we talking about Major League Baseball? Is it like the finals or no, that happens, that happens now, huh? Yeah, this is when all the playoffs and finals happen, right? Yeah, it happens in October. Yeah, duh, I remember this now. You don't need to answer that question. I just answered it myself. I just had to do some reflection. Yeah, it ends in summer. Summer's over, it's fall. They got to get the season over. They got to wrap it up. Yeah, postseason. So yeah, Star Cradle saying Fort Part argues that the taste of meat keeps you from death. At least that was his parting shot before being put in timeout. The taste of meat keeps you from death. Fort Part, if you're still here, I'm talking to you. I didn't ban you. I just put you in timeout for 300 seconds. I haven't tasted meat in over 12 years now, so explain to me how I'm still alive and have really good blood tests, athleticism, and health. Explain to me if meat and the taste of meat is such a necessary component for health and well-being and staying alive. How come I'm more than just staying alive right now? I would love to hear your insights onto that. What's that burger? VLAM was just responding to Fort Part in regards to his best friend being unhealthy on a vegan diet. Yeah, I mean, there are ways to be unhealthy on a vegan diet. I say that almost every episode. Being vegan doesn't automatically mean you're being healthy. If his friend wanted to pursue a very unhealthy vegan diet, just cared about the animals and didn't care about himself, I think that's weird. I wouldn't want to do that, but his friend had every right to do that. I call shenanigans. I'm sure this story is fake, or I'm not sure, but I would wager a decent amount of cash that this story is fake. I would bet on it. But anyway, yeah, you can be an unhealthy vegan if you want to, and likewise, you could be a very healthy vegan if you want to eat in a healthy way. The choice is yours. There's nothing inherently tied to healthiness when it comes to eating plants. You can eat a bunch of crap if you want. It's totally cool. You can eat Oreos and beer all day and call yourself vegan. Oreos and beer, that's it. Nothing else but Oreos and beer. You're vegan. Technically, you are vegan. If you're ethical and you're not eating anything other than Oreos and beer, you are vegan. Would I recommend that diet to anyone? Hell no. Yeah, Peter, unless you're eating a completely raw meat, unseasoned, the taste comes from plants. The seasoning comes from plants. Oreos and Coca-Cola equals death. Yeah, you could do that too, Sam. Yeah, that sounds... yeah, Coke is vegan, right? I don't drink Coca-Cola, but you guys tell me down below. It is technically vegan, right? It's not the greatest thing in the world for you. Yeah, Oreos, you could have Oreos and Coca-Cola all day. As long as you're vegan because of the animals, you're vegan, but you don't have to be healthy. What's that, Don? Vegans view is that not hurting animals is more important than taste. No. Who says eating what we eat is tasteless? I mean, I invite anyone to come over and or make yourself some recipes out of our Happy Healthy Vegan cookbook. If you want to say we're eating bland crap, you're full of it. We don't sacrifice on taste, guys. I don't know what people think we're eating. We eat delicious, tasty foods. They fill me up, and I don't know what people think we're eating bird seed all day or something. Anyway, they're not mutually exclusive. Okay, you're back, a Fort Part. Thank you. Meat is tasty because it's healthy. Why would it taste good if it wasn't healthy? I don't think meat tastes good. That's your opinion. I mean, that's not a good standard. So you're saying if something tastes good, it's healthy. I think tastes really good? Vegan Ben & Jerry's. I love me vegan Ben & Jerry's. I think it's freaking delicious. Vegan Cherry Garcia, I should say. The vegan Cherry Garcia, OMG, so effing delicious. Is it healthy? I don't think any doctor, I don't think I know for a fact my cardiologist I met with would say, no, that's not healthy. There's so much coconut oil or milk in there, saturated fats like off through the roof, it's off the charts. So no, that's not any, where do you get this assertion from, this axiomatic truth that if tasty, then healthy? Like, where does this come from? Does this come from the world of science? If so, show me that if something tastes delicious to your taste buds, that means it's healthy. But I said, it's all in the eye of the beholder, or the taste buds of the beholder. I said meat, I don't find appealing anyway. Just the smell of meat makes me want to vomit. But yeah, vegan Ben & Jerry's, vegan Cherry Garcia, delicious as F, but healthy, not healthy AF. So, no, I like your if then there, but I had told you, what's your weird name again? Your name again? What's his name again, guys? I forgot. Fort Part. Why we have taste buds? Yeah, why we have taste buds? My taste buds tell me that Cherry Garcia is delicious. I told you to come back, though, not to ask these weird questions, but I asked you to come back specifically with some kind of proof, like say from an organization of health professionals, medical doctors, something, some group of health professionals saying if you eat vegan, it's inherently deficient and you will die or greatly increase your risk of death. So I'm going to give you some more time for it, Part. I'm going to put you in timeout again. And here's why. Look at the poop wall here. Not the poop wall, but let's look at the rules. Let's look at rule number 3 for it, Part. If you're trying to debunk veganism, oh crap, I made a mistake here, my bad. Let me fix this. I can't show you rule number 3 because I kind of pushed it down too far. All right, so rule number 3, when trying to quote debunk veganism, I will discuss only one of your claims at a time. Don't bring up new claims. Don't throw poop on my walls here. Just one claim at a time. Just don't keep pooping and pooping. Don't just keep pooping. Just give me one claim and we'll analyze it. But you're just going all over the place here. So that's why I put you in timeout. You made a claim, veganism is inherently nutritionally deficient and will kill you. Show me a position of any health organization anywhere in the world saying anything remotely like that, and I will take you seriously. Ooh, follow dieting. Yeah, is he saying that herbivorous, meaning animals that eat plants, have no taste buds? And what's wrong with my taste buds for thinking that Cherry Garcia tastes good? That must mean it's healthy, right? I should ignore all the nutrition facts on the label and say, hey, my taste buds say this Cherry Garcia is delicious. It's got to be super healthy for me. Nope, that's wrong. A good point, Peter. Yeah, if you go whole food plant-based for 3 weeks, yeah, roughly that time frame, you reset your taste buds, and actually fatty foods and greasy, salty foods don't taste quite as good. Yeah, once you lose that sensitivity, you become you're eating salt and all that stuff every day. Your taste buds are like desensitized. Yeah, you can see if you let your taste buds kind of reset, a little bit of salt can go a long way. I like salt still. I just don't need a whole shakers full of salt. Tofu tastes good because you know how to cook. Oh man, I hope Angie, I don't think she's going to bring me that tofu and brown sauce, the Rick Rubin meal. Let's see. So I missed a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, and taste buds, Penny points out, yeah, help us detect what's poisonous, right? They tell us, they get a lot of information from, is the food gone bad? There's a lot of data that we can get from our taste buds, more than just, oh, it tastes tasty. So we'll see if Fort Part, is that the guy's name or girl's name, whatever, comes back and tells us, there you go, Fort Part. Fort Part, I told you to come back. Again, you're pooping. You're pooping on the wall. Oops, wrong thing. You're just pooping. You're flinging poop on the wall. You came here and made an extreme claim, and extreme claims demand extreme evidence. But you insist, I'm just throwing poop on the wall. No, come back when you can show me any evidence, particularly from a health organization rather than like some shirtless weightlifter on YouTube, whatever. Just come back and show us. So, oh, you have something here. Oh, let's see what you got. Okay, and you're just making nonsense up here. Come back and tell me. You're flinging poop on the walls. Come back and show me. Here's what I'm looking. Here's what I'm looking for a part. If you're watching still, don't go. I'm not mad at you. Here is what I'm looking for. I want you to find something like this for your position here. Let's say I'm going to show you, like, say, the position of Academy, the position paper. This is a position paper from the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, and they've reviewed over, I think it was around 110 studies. This is the neighborhood of 110 studies in the fields of nutrition, biology, biochemistry, and determined, after having reviewed the scientific research, that vegan diets, let me find it here, appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate and may provide health benefits for treatment and prevention of certain diseases. And here, these diets are appropriate for all stages of the life cycle. So here, this is one thing. This is just one. We can find more, but this is what I'm talking about. Something like this. How about maybe the dietitians of Canada? A well-planned vegan diet can meet all these nutritional needs. It's safe and healthy for pregnant and breastfeeding women, babies, children, teens, and seniors. British National Health Service. With good planning and an understanding of what makes up a healthy, balanced vegan diet, you can get all the nutrients your body needs. So I want you to find a health organization from anywhere in the world, Canada, Britain, Australia, United States, that says these guys are completely stupid and vegan diets are not nutritionally adequate, and you will die. I want to see what you're talking about. Or if you can't, you're just making stuff up. You're just sharing your own personal opinion. And opinions are fine, but whose opinion should I listen to? Some guy saying veganism kills people, or position statements based on scientific research made by professionals in the relevant fields. These aren't made by astronomers or something like that. They're made by health professionals. So come back. This is what we're looking for. Yeah, Penny. Yeah, since he was saying what your taste buds determine if to be tasty, that must be good. Yeah, I heard human meat is delicious, so therefore we should eat humans, right? According to that line of reasoning. Yeah, AJ, you can eat a whole food plant-based diet, completely vegan, have it taste good too. Yeah, taste and eating plants, not mutually exclusive. So let's see what he comes back with. We'll be holding our breaths here. What's that follow dieting? He's telling 4-part. There are studies that show excessive protein intake will increase the growth rate of cancer. Give me an example of one person who died from protein deficiency on any diet, vegan, non-vegan. It's just a myth. I mean, where are all these protein deficient people, let alone protein deficient vegans at? I mean, there are ways to, like kwashiorkor, which is not protein deficiency, it's a lack of eating. It's just so much calorie deficit, such a big calorie deficit, your body is in big trouble. It's not from lack of protein, it's from a lack of everything. Protein, carbohydrates, fats, just lack of food. Uluwali Blue, if you don't eat animals or buy animal products, are you vegan? Good question, Uluwali Blue. Let's look at the definition of vegan and see what the definition says. I already know what the answer is, but let's do it anyway. Veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. Well, it's not only a way of living, like what you're pointing out, like not buying leather stuff and not buying animal products, buying plants instead, but it's also a philosophy. You have to have the belief that it's wrong to, well, as it says here, cruelty to animals, exploitation of animals. So it's two things. Yeah, if you're just avoiding animal products because your doctor told you it's bad for your heart, but you don't give a crap about animals, you just give a crap about your heart, which you should, but yeah, you're not technically vegan, you're technically eating a vegan diet. So that's the difference. Yeah, you have to have the philosophy part, that you believe it's wrong to harm animals, and the way of living. You want to do something about that philosophy. What's that, Jim? Because according to the laws of veganism, it's not the law, it's just it's been definition that goes back to the 40s. It's a moral stance. Yeah. If you're doing it for some other reason, awesome. I congratulate you. Seriously, I'm not being facetious or anything. I applaud you. But yeah, you have some other kind of thing going on. Maybe you're doing it for health reasons or environmental reasons. These are noble reasons, indeed. I'm not knocking them at all. But again, veganism at its core is a moral stance against animal cruelty. It just so happens it has benefits for your health if you want it to. If you don't eat Oreos and beer all day or Coca-Cola, it has benefits for the planet. It's a win-win-win. But at its core, it's a moral stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So anyway, hey Darlene, hey Ryan, eating a more diverse diet as a vegan and have learned more recipes than I've ever before cutting out the meat and dairy. Yeah, absolutely. People think vegan diets are limiting. I mean, why? I mean, we have 2 cookbooks. We have like 100 recipes almost in there. I mean, how's that like limiting? Yeah, there's always something like new and novel you can make. Yeah, mix it up with different plants to keep it interesting, Joseph. 100%. There's so many plants. There's so many different kinds of plants. Dip your Oreos in rum and Coke. Yeah, that's vegan totes. That's 100% vegan there, huh? Yeah, Peter, I heard about the UK Prime Minister situation. I didn't read what was going on there. That's pretty short term there, huh? Yeah, I say it all the time, Joseph. When you first go vegan, you're only cutting out a few things, right? Like 4 or 5 or 6 things. You're cutting out milk, eggs. I saw dairy. Okay, so it said milk, cheese, eggs. And then how many meats do people really eat? They usually eat just cows, pigs, and chickens, and turkeys sometimes. Something like 7 things. You're cutting out 7 things. That's it. And you're adding in like potentially hundreds of plants. Just eat the plants, Sarah. Just eat the plants. Wow, cool. So, hey, do we have any questions right now? We haven't had any new questions for a little bit. We're just kind of talking about the distinction between plant-based and vegan there. Any questions? Yeah, now's a good time. I guess we sent our hater away to find some health organizations, some or professional groups of professionals in health-related fields and nutrition sciences to show that vegan diets will kill you. Until we hear back from Fort Part, we will move on to something else. Natalie, yeah, I forgot how there's some. I don't know the history of Bob Marley all that well, but I remember something about him not taking his medication or something like that. I don't know. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm not well informed, but someone brought that up. Oh, Jim L., do I have any favorite modern day philosophers to read? I don't read much philosophy anymore, to be honest with you, but back when I was in grad school, I was very into a philosopher from UC Berkeley. I think he recently retired in the past decade or two. John Searle, Searle. Particularly his books about the mind-body problem. Can computers be conscious, sentient beings like we are? So that he was by far my favorite. I didn't really read too much about his philosophy of language stuff, which he did in his earlier part of his career. But yeah, check out John Searle. I forgot where he was educated from at. One of the big East Coast schools. But yeah, he was in Berkeley for decades. What's up, Uncle? You had some spiced rum and Coke with Myra to celebrate her birthday a couple weeks ago. Rum and Coke? I don't believe I've ever had that. But that sounds like a fun day or night out there. Happy Healthy Vegan. Tell me how I can send you the article. Yeah, you can't link to it, but tell me the title of the article. And again, we're not looking for articles as much as a position from an organization of health professionals. So Fort Part, do you have that? Or do you just have an article written by maybe a journalist or something like that? I'm looking for position statements. Again, kind of like say, I showed you a position paper, the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics, or I have some excerpts from position statements from other health organizations around the world. So do you have something like this for Part, or is it just an article by a person? I'm not looking for a person's opinion. You've been telling me your personal opinion all night here, and I want to hear the opinions of groups of health professionals in an organization of some kind. Yeah, blogs don't count. We're talking about position statements. Notice how the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics was published in the Journal of, I don't know what the full thing is, what's it called here? J Academic Nutrition, I don't know, it's published in some publication here, some peer-reviewed publication. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a blog. I'm not looking for some guy's opinion or 2 shirtless guys' opinions. I'm looking for position of an association of health professionals and it has a name of some kind, like the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. So do you have this for me? Yes or no for a part. Tell me yes or no. Blogs don't count. Looking for position statements. Yes or no. Do you have something like that? Bond. Do I think vegans could do a better job at distinguishing the difference between being vegan and following a plant-based diet? Well, vegans aren't in the business of making distinctions. That's what philosophers are doing. In fact, philosophy is often being called the art of making distinctions, or separate, like, getting an idea that's really two ideas and separating them out, or sometimes putting two ideas that seem separate and joining them back together. Anyway, philosophy is the art of making distinctions. So no, I think that's more of my kind of job, people who are philosophers and vegans, to make that distinction, because it's not obvious to your average lay person, and I don't think many vegans fully understand the distinction between vegan and plant-based. So anyway, fourth part, you're back. It's called 12 Good Reasons Meat and Poultry Should Be Part of Your Balanced Diet. That is not a position statement. That sounds like an article to me. In fact, I'm going to look it up right now on Google and see exactly what it is. Hang on one second. It's just to see if it happens to be a position paper, but it sure as hell does not sound like one to me. Okay, one second. I'm going to look at it on my own. Oops, no, I'm not. I'm going to look at it on my own here. Okay, one sec. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, here's what he sent me. He sent me something from meatpoultrynutrition.org. So what is meatnutritionpoultry.org? Let's go and find the about and see what it is. About us. It's a national, here's what they are. He sent me a link to a national trade association. This is not, I told you, not any old association. I specifically said an association of health professionals, medical doctors, biochemists, nutritionists, not a trade association. That's what he sent me a link to, the Meat and Poultry North American Meat Institute. So this is a trade. This is not an association of health professionals. Do you understand the distinction between a trade association? They are marketers. They're business people. They are. So anyway, representatives in these bodies include leaders in both the supplier and packer processor segments of the meat industry. Do you see that there? Processors and packers. So no, this is not an association of health professionals. It's an association of processors and packers and so on and so forth. So no, you didn't find me what I asked you to find me. And then did the article even say that you'll die if you're vegan? I'm just going to take a look to see if the article says you'll die if you're vegan. That's what I said. I want to see something that says if you eat vegan, you're not getting the nutrients you need and you will probably die. It just says that meat has protein and iron, bioavailable nutrition. Yeah, so do plants. Plants have all these things, muscle strength and maintenance. Yeah, we have vegan bodybuilders and powerlifters, vegans who have competed in the Olympics in weightlifting, bone strength. Yeah, you can do that vegan as well. Brain function, heart health. Mounting recent evidence shows that lean meat protein could help maintain healthy cardiovascular function. Now, maybe if there's less saturated fat, possibly so. Blood sugar control. None of these say that you can't do these on a plant-based diet. So even this article sent me, if we were to look at it together, none of it says that you can't get these from plants. They're just touting what they perceive to be things they like about meat, but doesn't say plants are bad, you can't get these things from plants. And also I said, where does it say that your friend's going to die if they're vegan, like your doctor said? Where's the information that says that veganism is unhealthy and you're going to die or anything like that? So thanks for not giving me what we needed, and you sent me a trade organization of meat packers and processors, not health professionals. You understand the difference between people who market and pack meat versus medical doctors, researchers, nutritionists, biochemists, PhDs, medical doctors, and the like. So anyway, thanks for playing for it part. It's obvious you don't have anything. All you have are some meat trade groups, opinions, and we have no information to show that you can't get this stuff from plants and that vegans are going to die a natural death that meat eaters won't. Fourth part. No, you're flinging poop. Let's get back to the poop here, man. You're pooping. You're flinging poop. You should meat is healthy. No, you earlier said that eating vegan is nutritionally deficient and you will die. You'll at least have a higher risk of death. Now you're saying meat is healthy. That's a different claim. Do you understand? Meat is healthy is not the same claim as eating vegan is nutritionally deficient and you will die. Those are two different claims. You're flinging poop, my friend. So, yeah. Fourth part. If you have anything you want to add, again, I'm going to put you in timeout because you obviously don't have anything. You just keep telling me opinions and flinging poop. I'm making you stick to your words. So you told me earlier that vegan diets are nutritionally deficient inherently and you will die. And I said, all right, find me some outside opinion of a medical health professional, not a meat packing professional trade association. Find me actual health professionals who are saying this. Fourth part is a poop salesman. Well, he's good at flinging poop on our walls here, huh? Yeah, AJ is very vegan. I don't know what you guys got in there, but yeah, back you. AJ Vintage is extremely vegan. Hardcore. Dana's ban is plant-based eating. Enough with the troll. Yes, that's why I timed him out. And I'll probably ban him if he keeps coming back throwing poop on our walls. But yeah, the music's coming good. We're talking about getting back into a podcast. We had some ideas actually, so thanks for asking. Yeah, the music's coming along good. It sucks. Last week, there's a fan of Love Spirals Downwards. I think his name was And Wood or And the Wood. It was named after one of my old Love Spirals Downwards songs. And I told him if he came back this week, I'd play it for him or her. And I haven't seen him or her yet this week. So we'll see if he or she shows up. And maybe it'll show up next week and I'll forget it by then. Yeah, Back Q is new. I don't remember Back Q. So Back Q, you found your tribe here. You found your people here. Every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we do something a lot like this. It's always a little different each week. Sometimes I'll go over some stories in the news. Sometimes I'll take on like vegan debunkers. But this is kind of roughly like, what we do. Peter Cunnington. Sounds like David Wolf is a death cult. I don't even know if he's vegan, right? But he told people to not take their thyroid medication like he would know, like he's not a medical doctor, and instead ground themselves to the ground. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't listen to hucksters wearing ponchos. You should listen to your doctors about your medications. Back here, you're new to the whole vegan thing. Hey, you should get our book. Seriously, get some more recipe ideas. This whole food, plant-based living here. Yeah, I'll send you the link to our web store if you're interested in getting a book. In fact, I just got an order, I think it was yesterday, which means I need to go to the post office sooner. Oops, where'd I go here? Yikes, I'm in the wrong browser. My bad. I'm starting to get, I guess, a little tired. Let me go to our web store here. Here it is. Bam. Let me just get you the top level of our site. You can get an ebook. You can get the print book. If you get the print book, we will autograph it to you. We process these orders for our books here. So let me send that over to you. If you're kind of new, I think the most important, I'm not trying to sell you something. I mean, I am, but I'm trying to help you along because I think one of the most difficult challenges for newer vegans is to have just good, solid food ideas. And we give you a whole bunch here. So there's that book down there at shop.happyhealthyvegan. Oh, you purchased it. I have purchased your book. I must have made the pancakes at least a dozen times. All right, awesome, cool. Awesome. Who is the super food pusher in Muthi Land? We were talking about David Avocado Wolf right then. Let's see. Chronometer. Yeah, there's a website that I refer. In fact, I was just using it a few days ago. Yeah, you can track all your food, all your meals if you want there. I was actually trying to get the nutritional content of tofu because Rick Rubin said it's all carbs. And I wanted to show, no, carbs is the least of the 3 macronutrients in tofu. Anyway, yeah, Chronometer is good for that. Do we batch cook, Jamel? No, we just kind of cook as we go. No, we don't like cook for a week or a few days or anything like that. Other than like some meals in our book, in her book, produce so much food that there's leftovers for the next day. I'm thinking like the khichdi from Keep It Carb Baby in particular. In that case, you can consider that batch cooking. But no, we don't intentionally batch cook. Nothing wrong with that, though. It's just not how we roll. Fort Part, I'm gonna put you not only in timeout, I'm gonna block you unless you come back and show me what you're talking. Show me any health. You said earlier you're pulling poop on the wall. I like to have a clean wall. We keep flinging poop. You said earlier that a vegan diet is nutritionally deficient, inherently deficient, so much so that you could probably run the risk of death. And I'm asking you to show me any health organization that says this. So now you're coming back and saying other stuff. This is backed by science. Sorry, vegans. The world would starve if we all followed your well-meaning... No, this is, again, your opinion. I don't give a shit about your opinion right now. All I want to see is the opinion of an organization of health professionals, not meat packers, health professionals, having reviewed relevant research in the fields of nutrition, human nutrition, that vegan diets are inherently unnutritious, lacking nutrition, and you will die. So please show me something. That was your claim. I'm not making this up. This is what you said. I think I still have you up on the poop wall here. Let's see if I have you up here anymore. I might not. I'm just showing you the rules that were broken earlier. Now that's that guy. So I don't have you on the poop wall. But either way, please show us the money, or else I'm going to ban you for pooping all over my nice wall here. I like to keep my live stream poop free, but you're pooping everywhere. And that article he sent me from the meat packers didn't say a vegan diet was deficient. In fact, we'll just go there right now. We'll search through it and see if they even say the word vegan at all in it. So here is his sick article here, and I'm going to search for the word vegan. Oh God, where is it? Okay, 1 second here. Yikes. We're not... No, there's no mention of the word vegan in here. So how can this... Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. I looked in the wrong spot. My bad. Vegan. Okay, I'm down here in the bottom left corner here, vegan. Their phrase, it says here, phrase not found in orange here. It's not found. So how can this article say that vegan diets are nutritionally lacking and will kill you? There's no mention of vegan here, so you're lying. You don't even know what this article says. You just read a headline from a meatpacking trade group, and you're telling me it says something about vegan diets killing you. No, you're lying. Okay, maybe you're not lying, but you're completely misrepresenting what's in this article. So I don't want to get you all pissed off. You didn't technically lie, but you are not truthfully representing what's in. Yeah, I'm close that window. Yeah, but hey, Brian Kroc. Yeah, fact of the matter is that plant-based diet is backed up by literally hundreds of years of nutritional science. So I'm asking this person here to show me one health organization from anywhere in the world that backs up what he's saying, that vegan diets are inherently nutritionally deficient and will more likely than not cause you to die, because as we've shown here, there's health organizations from all around the world saying quite the opposite. So just find me, I'm asking, just show me one health organization, an organization of health professionals who have made a position statement saying vegan diets are nutritionally deficient and you will most likely die. If you can do that, you have something. If not, I'm going to ban you. Steve Arthur, I feel sorry for Fort Part. He's the guy that's saying this nonsense. Honestly, it's so sad. That's funny, Brian. I've read books by scientists from the 1700s, and they essentially say the same thing as plant-based doctors are now. Yeah, now we just even have more evidence, more solid scientific foundation. That's awesome, Diana. But no, these guys are saying we're going to die on a vegan diet. And yet they can't find anything to support that other than their own twisted opinions from their twisted minds and their twisted logic. Again, if you have something, show it to me. I'm not being a jerk here. Show me the money. Extreme claims like vegan diets are nutritionally deficient and will kill you, it demand extreme evidence. So show me any health organization, again, not two shirtless weightlifters on Facebook or whatever, a real organization of health professionals, PhDs, nutrition doctors, nutritionists, dietitians, researchers. Show me the money. Corvid Moon, after being a mortician and seeing precisely how we are made of the same stuff as non-human animals, it's easy to see that non-human animals are not food just as human animals are not food. Good point. Okay, thanks for sharing that, Brian. I've never heard of Ray Cronus Health Span Solution. Has an amazing collection of old nutrition science books that he showed you. What is Angie doing tonight? Probably just waiting for me to get done so we can have some dinner and maybe just chill out tonight. John B., having a PhD doesn't mean they have an understanding of nutrition. No, I'm saying an organization of health professionals. They have everything. They have PhDs, medical doctors, nutritionists, dietitians, and they are familiar with the relevant scientific research in the appropriate field here of human health, human nutrition. That's what we're looking for. You can have a PhD in biology and not really know much about how plant-based diets affect human biology. That might not be your thing. We're looking for opinions of relevant health professionals in this field. And it's not just PhDs, medical doctors, the whole thing. People who are published and understand the research of the amount of scientific research that exists out there that shows that plant-based diets, vegan diets, are nutritionally adequate and are not going to kill you. That's what I'm talking about. I just don't trust one person with a PhD. I'm talking about an organization such as let's say here, the Dietitians of Canada. If they were wrong, their reputation is smeared. If they gave information out here that's factually incorrect and it turned out that vegan diets would kill you and are not nutrition adequate, their reputation would be ruined. Same with the British National Health Service. These are position statements. The reputations of these organizations are at stake if they're putting out bogus information. And no one PhD is behind any of these organizations. It's a group of health professionals. They meet together, they review the research, and if they're going to put out a position statement, you better be damn sure they got it right. Oh, thanks for sharing the update there, Brian. Thanks. Yeah, hugs to Jessica. Absolutely. Big hugs. So yeah, John, I don't just trust them because they have a PhD. That's why I don't trust one person. I trust an organization of health professionals. One person could just be lying to you. They could be trying to get famous on social media. They could be trying to get famous to sell you supplements. Who knows? I'm just not looking at one person's opinion. That's dangerous. I mean, trust your doctor. You go talk to your doctor. I'm saying as far as like a position, is veganism healthy or going to wreck you and kill you? Yeah, Joseph, there is a lot of misinformation out there. Fortunately, meat supporters cherry pick extreme vegan diets compared to meat diets. And there's a lot of people doing extreme vegan diets, for sure. That's why we like to promote what we do. Just, like a balanced, sensible, non-extreme, non-weird vegan diet. How can you guys still see Fort Park? I thought I banned him. Let's see. So VLAM's talking to him. VLAM's saying, so you simply don't care by eating meat, you are subjecting animals to suffering. At least you're honest. And he says, no, I don't. Don't what? He doesn't care about animals? So basically, here, Fort Park, not Fort Park, Fort Park. Let me show you some position statements here and tell me Why do you continue killing animals needlessly? Well-planned vegan diet can meet all these nutritional needs. It's safe and healthy for pregnant and breastfeeding women, babies, children, teens, and seniors. Dietitians of Canada. British National Health Service. With good planning and understanding of what makes up a healthy, balanced vegan diet, you can get all the nutrients your body needs. British Nutrition Foundation. A well-planned, balanced vegan diet can be nutritionally adequate. Studies of United Kingdom vegetarian and vegan children have been revealed that their growth and development are within the normal range. We can keep going on. Australia. So again, why, just not again, but given this information for part, that appropriately planned vegan diets can meet all your nutritional needs, why are you continuing to insist that you need to eat animals when you don't have to? You might believe you need to eat animals, but the information says otherwise. And yeah, I've been vegan for 12 years. Why am I not only healthy, I'm not falling apart or anything. I'm 55 years old. I get my blood tested every 18 months. I put it up here for you all to see and dissect. I have athleticism. I'm fit. Why am I not falling apart? If it were so necessary to eat meat, and do you know what the word necessary means for it part? Necessary means necessary. It's something essential. You must have it. Like breathing oxygen is necessary for humans, without which we would die in under 10 minutes. Water is necessary, without which we would die. It could last a little bit longer than that, maybe a few days or a few weeks or something. I don't know, but meat is not necessary. If meat were necessary, if animal products were necessary, how come there are vegans that have been alive for years, if not decades, in my case, decade plus 2 years? Can you explain that part? Talk to me. I see you're talking to others, so please talk to me. If meat were so necessary, how come people aren't dying? And how come we have health organizations who have actually looked into the relevant research and came up with the positions that vegan diets are not going to kill you? How come you're saying vegan diets kill people because they're nutritionally deficient? The diets are, not the people. I guess it makes the people nutritionally deficient, but how come we're not all falling dead from nutritional deficiencies if meat were so necessary? So I want to hear that, Fort Tart, whatever your name is. I'm sorry, Fort Part. Please explain this apparent dilemma to us all. Alfie Boy says they're lying, but the National Meat Packers Association are telling the truth. He didn't say that, did he? Alfie Boy, he didn't make that. Yeah, the National Meat Packers. That's where I want to get my medical and health advice from. Not say medical doctors and nutritionists. No, I want to get my health advice from meat packers. Yeah, they know so much about the relevant science and human nutrition and biology. Yeah. I think he's just trolling us at this point. What do you guys think? Should I ban him or what? But I want to know why I'm still alive. I would before I kick Fort Parter, I want to know why, if meat was so necessary for all this stuff, how come having 12 years gone by now, a dozen years, no meat, no animal products whatsoever, and here I am, still playing basketball, still doing my thing. How come I'm getting good blood tests? So please tell me. Fort Part, I'm going to block you unless you can tell me why I'm still here kicking around. I want to get your opinion. No, I don't eat meat ever, Fort Part. If that's your best answer, is that I'm lying about being vegan. No, I don't. I haven't had any animal products in 12 years. I mean, was a couple accidents. One time I sipped into it's an Indian drink. I think it's called a lassi. And we told the guys that were, I took one sip. And go, ugh, there's dairy in here. He gave it back to him, and he yelled at his employees and gave us one that was all mango. I mean, other than a tiny sip where I probably didn't even swallow, I just hit my taste buds and I spit it out. Apart from weird accident or two like that, I can't remember. That's the only one I can recall. So please tell me, how am I alive? You seen that little tiny bit that hit my taste bud like in 2012? That was it. That's what's sustaining me right now. A little taste bud dabble of what's that called? Milk. A little hit my taste bud in 2012. That's why I'm still alive now. 10 years ago. That's a pretty preposterous story if that's what you're arguing for. But no, I never eat meat. No. Nope, those accidents haven't kept me alive. Something hitting my taste bud. I didn't even swallow. I just put it on my mouth. Oop, you did it wrong. That was 10 years ago. So say you're right. Let's just say you're right. These happy little accidents of yours that kept me alive. That was 10 freaking years ago, and nothing has happened since then. So please tell me how I'm still alive right now. I'd like to know. So you're saying as long as a piece of milk touches your tongue once every decade or so, you're good? Is that what you're saying? So it sounds like meat and dairy aren't all that necessary for human health, right? If all you need is a little dab to touch your tongue once every 10 to 12 years, you're good. It sounds like that's not really meat and dairy aren't really that important to human health. You just disproved your own logic. Your logic fell apart here. Yeah, let's ban this guy. Peter, can you ban him for me? I'll give you the honors. I banned someone earlier, so you can ban him now if you like, Peter. Yeah, I think he's just trolling us at this point, so let's keep going on. So let me know, Peter, once you banned our friend here who's been pooping all night. Just poop all, just flinging poop. One poop, another poop. Sent us the Meat Packers Association's paper. Not even a paper, just 12 reasons why you should eat meat. Yeah, banned him, Dr. Bear. Yeah, well, let's banned him. Yeah, someone got banned a few weeks ago and he came back and said, why did you ban me? B-A-N-D. Like, huh? Yeah, Steve Arthur. That is scary if 4-part is for real, because I just kind of visualize like a 15-year-old kid or something right now. Not to say it's wrong or bad. Like our greatest patron, Han Solo's cousin's Fortune. I just imagine some like kid just like, go look at I'm getting all this attention here, saying, oh yeah, the Meat Packers and all that. So I wonder if it's a troll or not. But anyway, he has been banned, right, Peter? Did you ban him, Peter? Let me know. Give me the heads up that you banned him. Dr. Bear, no, it's the same troll. It's that Fort part guy that said, his friend died, and the reason why his friend died, according to the doctor, the Fort Part's doctor, is that it was vegan diet, nutritionally deficient vegan diet. It's nutritionally deficient and will kill you and your friends. So anyway, that's who got banned. He got disbanded. All right, cool. Oh my God, yeah. Joey Carbsong just debated a guy who accused Joey of secretly eating meat. No. We're not eating meat. I mean, it's ridiculous. No, we don't eat meat. I'm just telling you right now, I don't eat meat. I don't secretly eat meat or dairy or eggs or anything. No, just completely false. And if that's the only reason why they think vegans are sustaining themselves, it just shows you how powerful and healthy a vegan diet is. They think it's impossible to do. No, that's totally possible to do. Oh gosh. Anyway, that's ridiculous. So I got to see that one. Is that a new video, VLAM? I'll check that out, because that's just the most... Well, I can't even imagine how Joey reacted to that. So don't tell me. I'll watch it. I want to see Joey react to such nonsense. Thanks, Darlene. Yeah, Darlene says I'm doing far better than the average 54-year-old meter. Yeah, I think so. Blood tests are pretty good for a guy in his mid-50s. In fact, they're really damn good, according to my doctors. My body mass index is really good. Most guys my age are overweight or obese. I have a really nice, healthy body mass index, like 23 something. No, Steve, he's been banned, so no, he can't return. As far as I know, Peter says, I'm pretty sure I banned him. Yeah, I always know when I hit that pull down to ban someone, did I ban him or just time him out or something? I was afraid I'm going to do it to the wrong person too. But yeah, I think he's been banned. I haven't seen any sign of him. Actually, let me look over here. I think I can tell if I look on this screen. Hidden by Peter. Yeah, you got him, Peter. Thanks. Good job. ND. Ryan, what would you say are the top 10 reasons? That's too many. Keep someone from being vegan. Some that I can think of is the myth of it being unhealthy, lack of taste. Like, no, we talked about it earlier. There's no mutually exclusive thing between being vegan and having tasteless food. We eat delicious food here every freaking day. I don't know. I think everyone's got their own unique reasons for being vegan. But yeah, maybe you're right. It might be like 10, like that you can find as like the most common reasons why people make excuses. Probably just they don't care about the animals in the first place, you know. That's probably if they really cared about animals not being killed needlessly on the orders of billions, they might, if they really cared about that, they would do something about that other than say it is wrong and unjust. They would actually put that belief into practice and not consume animal products. I don't think a lot of people have that resolve to go from it's wrong to, I'm going to actually do something about it. I'm going to, you know, put my money where my mouth is. Stu Mack, how do I feel about all the dead mice from farming? Yeah, it's horrible. All these monocrops like soy and corn, they use combine harvesters to harvest all the soy and corn, and the vast majority of it, like 90% of it, is used to feed livestock, cattle, chicken feed. So yeah, they're killing tons of animals to feed your animals that you eat. So if you are truly a mice activist or a rodent activist, Stu Mack, as you seem to be here, if you really want to have the fewest amount of rodents killed, you wouldn't be supporting the animal agriculture that feeds all these cows, all the grains that they're fed, and you would go vegan. Yeah, there's no perfect solution. There's always going to be some unintentional killing. But if we can look at numbers. You do want to look at some numbers, Stu, to see the actual data. I mean, I could philosophize here all I want with you, but there's actual numbers that show the number of animals killed to produce different kinds of food. You want to look at this. We'll take a look. But yeah, if you really are a rodent activist, you want to see the least amounts of rodents killed, you would have no choice other than to be vegan. If that's truly your calling in life, a rodent activist. Yeah, Flatlander, Montgomery. The crops they use to feed livestock is where the most small animal deaths occur. So if you cared about the small animals, you wouldn't be you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. Yeah, VLAM, do you mean farming of, like, say, soy, alfalfa, corn to make feed for livestock? Brian Croc, heck, animals are killed harvesting grass for cows. Yeah, exactly. On top of that, cows and other animals kill plenty of small rodents. So there's no perfect solution here. But we can go through the numbers, Stu, Mac. Are you still here? We'll go through the numbers. Let's do it anyway. I haven't done this one in a while here. So if we have a look at, let's get a new tab here, numbers of animals killed to produce 1 million calories in 8 food categories. So we have chicken, eggs, beef, pork, milk, vegetables, fruits, and grains. And notice these graphs here, these bars, are divided in 2 distinct colors. Red represents death, the numbers of animals that are slaughtered intentionally, you know, like going to the slaughterhouses. And the gold color represents unintentional kills, animals that are harmed in, like, say, the harvesting of food, you know, non-slaughter deaths. And look at chicken. I mean, let's look at the gold part of the graph here. It's way higher for like the rodents. The gold is like the rodents. It's like, let's see here. For every, 13.5 rodents get killed. For eggs, 9 rodents get killed. Beef, 27 rodents get killed. Pork, 11. Milk, 4. So you want to be on the lowest part of this graph if you're a rodent activist. Vegetables, 2.5. Fruits, 1.73. Grains, 1.65. Again, let's compare that to beef, 27. How can you compare 27 rodents to, like, say, 1 or 2 rodents? So, again, nothing is perfect. But if you are truly a rodent activist, you want to be on the lower part of this graph, and you consume vegetables, fruits, and grains, because tons of rodents are getting harmed in the production of your eggs, chicken, beef, and pork, and milk. So anyway, thanks for asking that one. That's always fun to show. And Move the Line raised a good point. Animals, when they hear and see a combine harvester, they are aware. Have you ever tried to touch like a rodent or a rabbit out in nature? They run. They see you. They hear you. They get the hell out of Dodge. You know, if they see trouble coming, which is a combine harvester. They don't sit there and go, wow, what is that big, loud, crazy machine coming at me? Should I just stay here and let it run over me? No, it's going to run. But yeah, not all of them make it out, but the vast majority of them run to another field. Move the line. At least they have a chance to run away. They can feel the ground vibrating from far away. Not like male chicks that get thrown into a blender alive. They have no choice. Wow, do we have someone to ban here? Did someone... Oh, Peter just did. Thanks for bringing that up. I didn't even see what was going on there. I guess I was busy showing my graph through all of that. So thanks, Peter, for handling that. Much, you guys are so helpful, my moderators. Thank you so much. Peter, Tracy was here. Uncle, thank you so much for helping me out here. I have all the charts and facts, so I just keep a few handy, AJ, when I know, I've been doing this so long, there's hardly, I should say rarely, does someone invent some new novel thing trying to attack veganism. It's like a hit parade of, the crop deaths, though, the combine harvester, though, plant activists, insect activists, that vegan diets are unhealthy and going to kill you. It's the same things I hear over and over again. So I want to make sure I have something I can show rather than just speak words. Opinions are something, but having actual data is the support for what I'm saying. Hey, Sarah, well, thanks for popping in as long as you can. Oh my God, I've been on like 2.5 hours. I should get going soon too. So thanks for being here, guys. Let's see if there's any more questions, any quick ones. And I shall get going soon too. I didn't realize how long it's been. You guys have just been fun. Hey, Woodleaf, you're here. Look, I'm going to play a song. I told you last week, Woodleaf, I was going to do this. This is part of And the Wood Comes in the Leaf, which your name is made from there, from my album Idols, Love Spirals Downwards Idols, circa 1992. I think I need a pick, maybe. Let me get a pick. Here's one. Anyway, there we go. I told you, Ann Wood, I would relearn my song. I really figured it out, it's hard for me to do it when I'm talking, doing a live stream, but I did it in a minute, just sitting around the other night. So there you go, Ann Wood. That was like the verse and chorus to And the Wood Comes in the Leaf. There's a little bridge part. I kind of forgot it. I didn't try to figure that out. Wow, what kind of crap is this? Holy mother. All right, we had some kind of racist spammer there. Jeez, what's wrong with people? Wow, what is wrong with humanity, these guys? Oh, yes. Look what Angie's bringing me here, guys. You guys saw the video Wednesday about how Rick Rubin was eating this horrible meal of tofu and brown gravy and said this is what killed him. This is all carbs and is super wrecking on his health. This is what made him not be able to run marathons. This food here, and look what Angie made us here.
Rick Rubin special.
This is called the new meal called the Rick Rubin special here. Tofu and brown sauce. So this is it here, guys. This is what's going to kill us all here. If you eat tofu and brown sauce, there's zero fat and protein. It's just all carbs, and it's going to kill you and make you unable to exercise or get off the couch. So let's check out this tofu and brown sauce. Someone earlier was talking about how vegan food is untasty.
This is probably the most boring looking thing I've made in a while.
Your mushroom gravy is delicious.
I know, my mushroom gravy is what makes it all good. But I just put some standard side of vegetables and rice.
How did you make the vegan gravy?
Oh, it's in the cookbook.
It's a mushroom-based gravy. I should come out and join you. I just wanted to show them. We have
it took me a while,
the Rick Rubin special, guys. Tofu and brown sauce. So beware, if you eat this, you run the risk of
You'll never run 100 miles.
You'll never run 100 miles. You will basically die because it's all carbs. Rick Rubin special. Hey, Groovy Lisa. How many going? Yeah, it looks pretty good. The Rick Rubin special looks pretty good, huh?
Gonna get her done. It smells so good.
You gotta put this one in the next book, huh? The Rick Rubin special.
You just make the gravy from the first cookbook and put it on some
Well, just make the Rick Rubin special. We just got to do it. So we got a new dish here, guys. The Rick Rubin special. Tofu and brown sauce. Going to kill you. This is what destroyed Rick Rubin's health. He ate this every day. Tofu and brown sauce. All carbs. Despite this having 50% of calories from protein, 40% from fat, 10% from carbs. Still, he claims this is all carbs. Actually, the restaurant that he talked about, Jim L, I didn't even go on about this, but Real Food Daily, Angie and I have been there many times, like maybe 5-6 times. It's pretty healthy. As far as vegan restaurants go, Real Food Daily is pretty freaking... Oh man, another one. Jesus Christ. Sorry to take the Lord's name in vain there. All right, thanks, Peter, for getting the racist haters out of here. Hopefully they will go to hell and die. Well, I guess you have to die first before going to hell. Anyway, thank you, moderators. Anyway, as I was saying, the restaurant Rick Rubin listed, because it's one of the old school vegan restaurants in LA, they're pretty healthy. They don't put a ton of salt and oil. I mean, there's some, but I've been to way unhealthier vegan restaurants. Real Food Daily, I would rank it probably maybe in the top quartile of healthy vegan restaurants in LA. He's probably mad that we blocked him. This is probably one of the people we just banned, Peter. That's my guess. They're just coming back now. And they're going to create a new account. And the thing is, we could ban him faster. I've talked about this many times. It takes us about, 2 seconds to ban someone, and it probably takes about at least 2 minutes to create an account. So we're going to win that battle. 2 minutes versus 2 seconds. They can keep wasting their time, and we can keep banning you. Just make another account. Was it Fort Part? Was that you doing it? Just make another account, Fort Part, and we'll just ban you again. Waste 2 minutes of your life, and Peter can click the button in 2 seconds, and you're gone. And make another one. Just keep doing plays all day. Wood leaf. I don't know how I came up. I don't think I came up with the title for Depression Glass. Let me see if I can play that too. That's in the same tuning. Ooh. Yeah, either Suzanne or Jennifer who sang on that song. I forgot this one. But yeah, I didn't write any of the lyrics for that. So one of my female vocalists came up with that title. I don't know. I think maybe Suzanne did. I think Suzanne may have came up with that title. I don't know where she comes up with these titles from.
Jennifer wrote that poem, though.
Did Jennifer ever say depression glass in the poem?
It was Jennifer's poem originally. I read the original poem, and then...
But did Jennifer ever say the phrase depression glass?
I don't know if that's what the poem was called.
Yeah, because I think Suzanne possibly came up with the title, even though the lyrics are by Jennifer.
Yeah, I feel like the title had something to do with the moon.
Yeah. Now, I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm 90% sure that's Suzanne's title, even though she didn't write the lyrics.
You want some more brown sauce?
More brown sauce. Yeah, I'll take more of this evil brown sauce that's full of oil. Anyway, Bond, were I ever any guitar communities on YouTube? No. Like, what are you talking about? Like some other like vegan guitarists? I mean, I watch some from time to time, but I never really followed anyone's channel hardcore. All right, more of the evil brown sauce here, guys.
It's not evil.
The death brown sauce. This is what killed Rick Rubin.
You're crazy.
This is why he can't run a marathon. This is brown sauce.
Not
here.
because he's 59 and never gets off the couch.
Never get off the couch, according to his own admission there.
There you go.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right, we got more of the evil brown sauce here. It's so now tasty.
My gravy's gonna be called evil brown sauce.
No, your mushroom gravy is heavenly.
Oh, it's so good, huh?
Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love the Rick Rubin special.
Oh no!
The Rick Rubin special rocks. There it is, Penny. 100% carb oil here. There's actually there's no oils in this one, right, babe?
No.
This is an oil-free recipe. Yeah, guys, be forewarned. Tofu with brown sauce, the most dangerous food in the world here, apparently. Yeah, it's a big plate of vegan goodness, Uncle. You got it. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, he took me on my word here. You just looked up that Real Food Daily restaurant in Los Angeles, the one that Rick Rubin was eating his tofu with brown sauce, and it looks like a pretty healthy restaurant. As I said, it's probably maybe not the healthiest restaurant in the world, but it's in the top quartile, maybe the top 10% of vegan restaurants I've been to. It's definitely one of the healthiest. It's like more of an old school hippie kind of vegan food situation, you know. Not the vibe. It kind of has a nice vibe, like a classier kind of vibe. It's not like a little hole in the wall. It's a nice place on La Cienega. It's a nice part of town. But the food there kind of has an old school kind of hippie vibe because it's been around so long. Yeah, it's oil free. Mushroom sauce, oil free. You know our recipes are oil free. Yeah. Which cookbook is the mushroom gravy in? I believe. No, let me ask Angie. Hey, Angie. It's in the first one? Alright, first book, guys. It's in, the mushroom gravy is in Keep It Carved, baby. Yeah, I've been to that restaurant. I tell you, Angie and I have been there at least 4 or 5 times to Real Food Daily. Yeah, it's a nice restaurant. We just don't go there much anymore because it's so far. Getting to that part of LA from here is like a pain in the ass, especially during rush hour. We used to go there before we'd go see like some like theater plays down in that area. Almost like right next door at Largo, I think the place is called. So we kind of make a little date night out of it. It's been a long time. It's a lot to commit to. There's so many easier places to get to nowadays. Anyway, Yeah, I know that fat is calorically dense. Oil is calorically dense. Yeah, I know that. I don't think their food is all that oily though. But he did eat out all the time, so he's going out to any old vegan place. He's probably getting a lot of oil. But that wouldn't be the reason why he couldn't get off the couch. That was his own decision to lay on the couch. It wasn't from eating tofu. Anyway, let me see any more questions. I should get going. Yeah, Peter says, yeah, some of the stuff at Real Food Daily kind of looks like stuff from Angie's cookbook. Yeah, simple, relatively healthy food ideas. That's what I'm saying. If Rick Rubin was really eating at Real Food Daily all the time, I don't think that would wreck his health. Because if I had to, I could probably eat there 3 times a day and be all right. Because they use such relatively healthy ingredients there.
Come on, guys.
Wow. Another friggin' troll.
What is wrong with him tonight? Come on, guys.
Wow. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, see, I'm saying, it takes us 2 seconds to ban a new account. It takes you like 3 or 4 minutes, so we're going to win that battle. You know, keep, Fort Tart, whatever your name was. Yeah, keep creating new accounts. Keep creating new accounts, and we will just keep banning you. It's absolutely the same person.
Yeah, they have a vendetta, apparently.
And I apologize, guys, if they used one of your names in there. I'm sorry about that. The guy is apparently really deranged. Where I get our puffed tofu? This one, I don't remember. It's probably either from Trader Joe's, Sprouts, or Whole Foods. I know for sure it's from one of those 3. I could turn on subscriber mode. I guess I they clicked that. I may go on in a second here. I should really go. I've been on such a long time. Yeah, what a sad, lonely person. And by the time he creates another account, we might be gone anyway. But yeah, cool. Thanks, Peter, for fact checking Real Food Daily and letting people know I am telling the truth there. Their food is relatively healthy. So if that's what Rick Rubin was forced to eat all the time, pretty good place to be stuck eating all the time. Jokes on the troll, I don't have any kids. That's good. I'm sorry about that, Dr. Bear. I mean, not that you don't have kids, but that guy had to target your name to try to intimidate you. How do you subscribe? Oh, subscribe to our channel. That's what he meant by it. So if you're not already Groundhog 11ish, I think you are. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed to Happy Alley Vegan here. We should, Peter, but they won't do anything. They'll just say, yeah, just another crazy guy online. They're a dime a dozen, unfortunately. All right, any more questions before I go and join my beautiful wife who made the Rick Rubin special for us here? You are subscribed, so you're good. That sucks. The troll got banned, and he still wants to participate. He's got nothing better to do. He woke up this morning and said, you know, what should I do today? You know, I'm going to go to a YouTube vegan live stream and troll them. And once I get banned, I'm not going to go away. I'm going to keep creating fake accounts, even though it takes around 5 times to do that. I'm sorry, 5 minutes to do that. And I'm going to get banned in 2 seconds. I'll make another account in 5 minutes. And and keep doing that. Oh, he's using your name now. Oh, I see. Wow. So I think it took him about 4 minutes to create an account. Fort Tart, just go away and why don't you find some real humans to hang out to? You really love rejection. You really love hate. We're trying to be cool to you, man. I'm sorry, if you don't like veganism, that's cool. But, you're just wasting your time. Why don't you find your own tribe of people you can hang out with and fit in with them, Maybe go find some anti-vegan channels. Should I suggest a few to you, like VD, Vegan Deterioration? Why don't you find her channel? You can find a lot of like-minded people there who are hateful and bigoted and all that. You're going to do good there, so why don't you go over there? Yeah, so glad for the moderators. Yeah, big time. Yeah, Peter, if there's anything you do report it, I give you full blessings. I'll support you in your reporting of it. If you can do something to get this person in trouble, that would be awesome. Yeah, I can't imagine what Fort Tart is like in real life. I feel sorry for you. Seriously. I'm just saying, just chill out and find some friends. You don't have to pick on vegans or anything like that. It's such a low, stupid thing to do. I mean, remember, our time on this planet is short and limited, and this is what you're deciding to do with your limited time on the planet, is to troll vegans by creating fake accounts and getting banned in 2 seconds. I mean, that sounds like such a losing battle. And just sick too, Peter. Anyway, we should get going anyway. 2 hours, 47 minutes. This is an epic live stream for the ages. So, yeah, thank you, moderators. Thank you, Peter, and thank you earlier, Tracy and Uncle. Thanks for being here and helping keep this place chill. So we're going, Country Fried Vegan. Time for us to go. 2 hours and 48 minutes into this live stream. So I want to thank everyone. Thanks for watching all our... we have another one. Oh, God. You are a sick individual. Okay, Peter got him too. Wow. He's got nothing better to do with his life. This is really sad. I don't even have hate for you. This is really sad. With limited time on Earth, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do with your limited time on Earth. Just troll a vegan channel as the guy who eats the Rick Rubin special. Wow. Yeah, a lot of friendly people here. It's been great. Minus the trolls. Yeah, Dr. Bear, I thought I had that. Thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah, there should be, they shouldn't be able to paste a message less than 10 seconds. I'm going to go back and click on my moderation tools as soon as I get off here so I don't forget. So thank you so much, Dr. Bear. Seriously, that would stop this right. Yeah, it would stop it right off immediately. So I'm going to go do that right now. So with that going, I'm going to go right now before I forget. Well, thank you, everyone. Thanks for being here. And Bodie and JoJo say hi too. Thanks for watching the videos. If you didn't watch the videos this week, Rick Rubin special, watch that. You can see the meal that we're joking about here. And the people that said Bill Gates microchips are inside Impossible Burgers. So check that out too. Those are good ones. So thanks, Peter. Thanks for all your moderation. And I'm going to go do some work right now behind the scenes so we don't have to deal with this kind of troll nonsense again. So anyway, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks all Happy Fam. Thanks all our subscribers. And wow, this is why I closed the door. You see what happens when the door's open. It's complete mayhem. All right, guys. All right, much love to you. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you next week. All right, bye, guys. Remember, it doesn't suck being vegan, even when you're getting trolled.